sí nǹkan tó máa dá dúró. Ó ti wá náà ni confirm. Yorùbá nation for life. Ẹni bá ní kò ní dúró, àwọn là ní máa bá nílé. Àwa àrùn ọmọ aládé, ẹni àfẹ́ lọ kò sí tó máa dá dúró. Láì. Ẹ máa gbádùn ilé lọ tàbí prepare fún Starr Radio kò díẹ̀. A máa wọnú Starr Radio láìpẹ́ yìí ó kù díẹ̀.
Ọlọ́gbọ́n ayọ̀ ẹ̀sùn mọ́ bí. Olóyè ayé ẹ má bá mi ká lọ.
Ó kù díẹ̀. I'm just 7 minutes away to get into the studio with Achi. Come prepare with platforms ready.
Ìgbìlá ń bẹ nígbò ìgbòho. Ìgbò ìmọ̀ mi ìwọ lọ. Àràbà yìí wá gbìyànjú kò dó máa kó wà lárẹ́rẹ́ lọ. Igi ẹlẹ́yìí wà lóhun tó máa fi ṣàràbà lórí. Oníwíwọ́ ní káràbà ìnáwó láwùjọ igi. Onílé wo kò máa gbọ́dọ̀ wò. Àràbà ní ẹgbọ́dọ̀ wò láwùjọ. Ṣọ́dá máa ń sọ Fúlàní wọ̀nyí bó ṣe ń pa wá.
Ó máa gbá àwọn lórí burúkú kan wọ́n ṣe ń pa wá wọn.
Ṣó wá sùn ọkọ̀ máa dé ẹmọ́ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kó jáwọ́ ní.
Tó ń pè àwọn ní tán láti gbé kọ́ mi sí
Àwọn àgbààgbà ikọ̀ wọn kò tíra odò sí wọn kó wà láyé rí lọ. Ó máa ṣe oore, kò máa gbọ́dọ̀ wò. Àràbà ní ẹgbọ́dọ̀ wò láwùjọ.
Ó ṣe àsìkò tí tó ibi tó lọ òmìnira àgbàfẹ́.
Èrò bá mi kọ́ mọ́ dé mọ́. Èmi kí ọmọ ènìyàn ilẹ̀ akíkanjú ọmọ ènìyàn.
Nǹkan pè é kó ṣe ṣúra lórí prógámù sí ọ̀rọ̀ ìṣẹ́lẹ̀ rẹ̀. Ní táwọn láti gbà kọ́ yìí sí.
Iná bàrọ̀ mú màmá ti dé, bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ bàbá rọ̀ mú màmá ṣojú. Sunday, ẹyẹ tó máa ṣe bá kí ẹ ò sí ní gbogbo. Òrìṣà tó ṣe bọ́kọ̀ ọmọdé mọ́ ni, ṣe bí yẹn ò ọmọ làgbẹ̀dẹ. Ẹ bá lè jẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n náà jẹ́. Adéyẹmí yóò máa sọ kọ̀ọ̀kan láì dáa. Kìkì orí tó máa kọ́ ni wípé.
Ní Yorùbá nation kò ní ìgbà. Ọ̀fẹ́ kó stop náà. I'll join Achi ní Sẹ́kù bọ̀. Náà kọ́ máa pè wá láti mọ̀ pàwọ́ lórí program náà lẹ́yìn máa pè. Lọ sí Starr Radio ní sí.
Ọjọ́ wo ni wọ́n dalẹ̀ ìfẹ́ tó gangan? Àwọn kan sáré kó lè dára. Èrè bó bá jẹ́ kókó mi làwọn kan sá. Ṣó dára kí dá aṣọ ìwà lọ́kùn? Yorùbá ìrònú kẹ́lọ́ fi mọ̀ ṣọ̀kan.
Mo wà lórí live radio nísìnyí bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣe ń pè yẹn ń disturb program yẹn.
Kò máa gbọ́dọ̀.
All right, sir, máa pè ní tí wàá ṣe tún sà. Àgbàgbọ́ lórí burúkú wọ́n ṣe dá sọ́rọ̀ tó wà ní.
Ìdí táwọn àgbààgbà ikọ́ kò fi lè sòdodo. Òtítọ́ wọn jẹ̀kẹ́ wá jọba.
Síbi tó kàn wọ́n ni.
Ìrọ̀láwọ̀ àgbààgbà ìgbèdánijọ́ kiri. Ó máa ṣe òye, ó máa gbọ́dọ̀. Àwọn ọmọ ní ẹgbẹ̀rún owó láwùjọ. Ọba mẹ́wàá ìgbà mẹ́wàá yóò máa lọlé ayé gbọ́. Lọ́ba lọ́ba lóye lóye Yorùbá, mo bẹ̀ yín ẹ̀ ṣayé ìrè. Kò bàjẹ́ láyé Olúgbọ́, kò má bàjẹ́ láyé Àrẹ̀sà o. Kò má torí tí ìbàjẹ́ òye. Abẹ́ orí. Àrùgbó Yorùbá ó máa fọwọ́ rọ́ọ̀lì kú mọ́. Ẹ bá ọ̀nà lọ́mọ kékeré kú sí kiri. Òun lọ́kọ̀ lè lóko nílẹ̀ Yorùbá wọn. Kíjokíjo lọ́dọ́ ló wọ̀n yìí wá sáré kiri. Ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ ká lélẹ̀. Bájọ́ bájúmọ́ á ń padà sílé bàbá ẹ̀ nìyí. Ṣebí ewúrẹ́ yẹn ò ló ṣọmọ ya àgùntàn. Àgùntàn ló ní mọ́mọ́ mi òbí dúdú òye. Ṣebí látọdún tó ti wà nínú Nàìjíríà yìí. Ìdẹ̀ra ló ń fojoojúmọ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn. Ṣùgbọ́n òmìnira náà fojoojúmọ́ fún àwọn.
Ó kí gbogbo wa pátápátá. Àwọn wọnú stúdíò lọ nìyẹn. Gbogbo tẹ́ kì í rí táwọn CNN, gbogbo àwọn BBC, àwọn ITV channels, gbogbo tó ṣe ń ṣóyin lélẹ̀ mi máa ń ṣóyin. Wọ́n máa ń tọ́ ètè fún wọn táwọn máa kunjú fún wọn. Bó wọ́n ní ṣòwò gbélé lẹ́yìn. Yín ló ń pè ní back end ká tó wọnú studio lọ. 1 minute. Láti run a bit later. Àdẹ̀ tí post interface sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Mo kí gbogbo ọ lẹ́ǹkan sí ọ. Ẹ̀yà parí ti Starr Radio ká tó wá sọ tiwa díẹ̀ as usual. Àwa ti ṣetán lórí Starr Radio àwa sọ tiwa bá tiwa. Kí àwọn kan má pẹ́ ìjọ torí Ọlọ́run ẹ̀rùn ká wà live o. It's not the right time to call me now. Because ìgbà tí bá wà live làwọn kan máa náà fẹ́ bá mi sọ̀rọ̀. So ẹ̀yà kan má pè ní sí i. Ẹ má fi ti ń disturb wa. Mo kí gbogbo aláàkànṣe happy new month. So the studio is waiting now, but àtẹ̀tìmọ̀ kí ni headline ṣáàtì tó para wọn léde. APC presidential aspirant Sean Abuja meeting ẹ máa para yín tán ni. Nigeria is derailing, needs the right leader Jonathan lòṣì ọmọ tí burúkú. Ìyá sọ pé yẹn náà ní PhD òṣìwò lónìí ọmọ tí bàbá àgbàlagbà. Ọtí ló fi gba ayé ọjọ́ ẹ̀mú nígbà tó fi wà ní Aso Rock. Àkílódé táchí ò stáàtì Starr Radio lórí Facebook. Page wa ẹ̀mọ̀ pọ̀ lọ́ọ̀kì page Starr Radio for 30 days. Mo rò pé page yẹn gan ti padà. Mo dẹ̀ rí lẹ́tí kò sí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń pè náà. Lẹ́tà sí lórí ti Facebook tó ṣiṣẹ́ láàárọ̀ yìí. Àpè Facebook àti Nigerian government ọjọ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ papọ̀ ní olórí burúkú ni wọ́n. Why are we not on Facebook? I can't see you. No. the Star Radio UK. Which I can't see you on the Archie one. You are not live on that. You are not live on Archie. Which one are we on using? Because I need to post the Star Radio. Okay, all right. Want to normal average person machine ní lélele, but irọ́ ebi tẹ̀tẹ̀ tí níná ìlú tó bá tẹ̀ níná ní àmà náà fi ṣe kíní. Èmi ò rí ibi tó wà ó, so máa ní láti máa post ẹ̀ sórí YouTube ní Star Radio UK. Tó bá yíyá gbogbo ilẹ̀ máa bọ́ sójú títì lẹ̀ máa sọ pé gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì yẹn fẹ́ pa yín. Ṣáwà àwa lẹ́nu sọ pé a fẹ́ pa yín àbí ẹ máa bọ́ sójú títì tó bá yá. Bí èmi nìyà ń jẹ nílò ògbádùn ìlú tó ní alúbáríkà. Wọ́n ní kẹ́ máa lọ ṣe prayer, ṣọ́rọ̀ prayer ni tó wà ń lẹ́nu sí àbí gbogbo àwa bá ṣe fẹ́ kúrò ní Nàìjíríà ká dá dúró. Ẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ APC, ṣé rí APC lẹ́nu tó wà ń lẹ́yìn? Star Radio Dankunlele fan club. Everybody ló máa tó báyìí, everybody máa wake up. À ń sọ fún yẹn náà fẹ́ gbọ́. Everybody ló máa affect. Ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà ohun tí tá bá fi lọ, everybody ló máa affect. Ẹni tó lówó gan ní lálàáfíà, olówó á máa tan generator lójoojúmọ́ ni, á máa pariwo sí létí, kò dẹ̀ ní lè dárìn. Kan tó bá dárìn Fúlàní máa jí gbé, confam. Bólówó kan bá dárìn nísìn ní Nàìjíríà, Fúlàní ló máa jí gbé. Ìyẹn ló ṣe máa ń kó sójà káàkiri. I'm not sure what's going on this morning. So, mo kí gbogbo wa o, happy new month. Tèmi ṣàmọ̀ ní pé ọdún yìí bọ́run bá fẹ́ sọ̀kalẹ̀ kó declare Yorùbá nation. Gbogbo bá fẹ́ dàrú kó dàrú, bá fẹ́ dogun kó dogun. Àti wà ní ogun already, náà ni kó má dogun. Àwọn èèyàn wà ń lé ẹ̀rọ oúnjẹ jẹ, ẹ̀rọ mímu, ẹni pẹ́ sí nínú ogun. Ẹ mọ̀ páwọn ọ̀dọ́ gan tó ń jagun gan Ukraine gan, wọ́n sì níná wọn lómi tó ń jẹun lójoojúmọ́. Ẹ̀yin nísìnyí ẹ̀rọ oúnjẹ jẹ, ẹ̀rọ mímu. Let me just go. I don't know what's going on pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ Star Radio láàárọ̀ yìí. Ọ̀tọ̀ ti block page wa yẹn ti fún wa ní bit of. Okay, good morning. All right, so I'm joining the studio now. And after the studio, we have our own conversation. I think my Twitter is not on. Okay, Instagram page, Konshiwa missing. Quick Instagram is still missing. Let's start that as well. A lot of rallies coming up. Yes, I've seen it. Yes. I need to call them now. So I was 5 minutes behind. Now let's start the Instagram. Now we can go live. We call what you ya ọkọ náà máa bínú or like Simon Ekpa. Bínú sí Simon Ekpa ni. Wọ́n ní gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì Simon Ekpa ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn máa lè.
Starr on the radio. This promo code £5 free credit is sent to Africa on your first transaction. The money is feel free to call me on 07
at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about Sendwave, help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit with Access.
Welcome back to the program. It is gone exactly 7 minutes past the top of the hour, and you know that at this juncture we'll be having the one and only, still the White Lion, Mr. Olaimi Koiki, with us. So stay tuned and don't you go away whilst I welcome him on. Yomi, massive good morning to you.
A very good morning to you, Mr. Archie. A very good afternoon to some of our listeners that are watching from different parts of the globe. Good morning to those that are watching us from the southwest of Nigeria this morning and those from the northern part of Nigeria and the Middle Belt. And I say welcome once again to the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. It is Starr Radio UK.
Yes. Let me acknowledge Sukami Baba Oye says hi. Sukami, thank you very much for joining us there as well. And as many of you who are on the YouTube as well, I salute each and every one of you. And those of you on the Facebook, we are transmitting on the Starr Radio UK. Those of you can get it. You can type in the Starr Radio UK fan club there as well. Or look for Archie Hammond there as well. I think there are two Archie Hammonds on there. Yes, I'm trying to come on a different club about whatever it is. Share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones, and that will create for us. You can also listen to us on our own apps. All right then. Now let's go straight to Yomi. Now, yesterday was a wonderful program once again. I mean, that's why I say all the time that if you don't listen or you don't watch Niger, if you've not Niger Voices, if you have not watched it before, I think you are missing out. But fortunately for you, if you go to the Starr Radio UK Facebook page or the YouTube channel, you get it all there for you to listen or watch and go back to it. It's also so educational once we have some guests on it and giving you everything that you need to know. But we're going to be talking about what happened yesterday. But let me acknowledge Ayodeji Araba. Okay, Ayodeji Araba. Good morning to you. Thank you very much for joining us as well. Now, Yomi, it was a wonderful program, as I said earlier on. Now, in a nutshell, those who have been missing out on this big thing, tell them about what they missed.
Well, yesterday, as so many other days that we have the Niger Voices on Starr Radio UK, it gives us the recollection of so many activities that is happening in Nigeria that we discuss. We discuss issues affecting Nigerians, and literally we're also discussing issues affecting the indigenous people as well. Yesterday we looked at the justice system in Nigeria, if it's fair. And if it's fair, what are the indices that the justice system is fair? I mean, across the world, we've seen, justice that have been served to different reasons and different purposes. But yesterday, we were able to look into, do we really still have, is there still a fair justice system in Nigeria? And we also had the opportunity, that one of our guests that joined us just for a brief was able to discuss some issues. Let's hear what Simon Ekpa had to say.
What is going on now? That Abuja cannot try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed anything, it should be in the East. So the judiciary is dead. Because they don't even respect their own jurisdiction. So the jurisdiction is the question here. Jurisdiction of whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was doing is not in Abuja. It's in the East. So why can't you take him there and try him? And you can even bring Haruna, what is the name, Islam, whatever the name of the man is that overturned Sunday Igbo's, nullified Sunday Igbo's judgment. You can bring him to East now. Let him come there with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and judge him. So that's what we are doing. And I want you to understand that just like what happened now, that when Sunday Igbo's house was invaded, you now say you are going to Abuja to go and try Sunday Igbo for crime, just like they did. They took the people to Abuja, which is not right. The same thing. So if they know, and
so that was just a bit of what my guest was saying, and if we look at it, I think a lot of people agree that there is injustice. The justice system in Nigeria is totally, not working, and it has been like that. Not today. It has always been like that for a very long time. But yesterday was a very 2.5 hours packed of comments, and we got a bit of few call in as well from Nigeria and from US, and we also had a call from UK, and that shows that people that have been following Star Radio UK are just continue to ask this question: are we ever going to see a fair justice system in Nigeria? So if you have missed that program, you can watch it again on the YouTube channel of Star Radio UK or the Facebook. And likewise, next week, Wednesday, will be another week where we're going to be bringing in more conversation about Nigeria, the indigenous people, as a lot of people are asking the question, will it be 2023? Will it be a dissolution of Nigeria? Or what next for Nigeria, like I always say?
Well, what next for Nigeria? Well, it is Star Radio UK. Don't you worry, we're going to be telling you more about that. But I've got, let me acknowledge, Oda today is an Equator to you as well. And Ayodeji is saying that the justice system is not fair. If it is all the Bokos and their sponsors could have been arrested and brought to book, Yoruba Nation is the answer to all that is going on. So now, what is your take? Feel free, put your comments whether on the Facebook page or the YouTube channel. Put your comments there, and I promise you, we're going to read it all the other platforms that we are transmitted on. We promise you that we'll do our best to read them all. Okay, now let's come back to Yomi. Now, interestingly, let's look at the 6 weeks that the opposition gave. Is it the House of Commons? I don't know how
the Senate.
That.
The Senate.
The Senate. That they are giving the president 6 weeks to see to it that all the insecurity issues that's going on in the country is sorted, or else they're going to impeach him. Now, if you're talking about justice system, now the representative, the way they've done the whole thing is that those in the north, the senators in the north, outnumber those in the south. So no matter what they do, they will not be able to garner the number of people or senators who will be able to impeach the president. So then we have the president's in-law saying that the threat to impeach Buhari is laughable.
Well, it's quite interesting that a lot of Nigerians believe that it will be just as easy to impeach Buhari. We know that this government is a failure government. That the expectation, especially from the diaspora, was quite huge. I believe Buhari got a lot of support from the diaspora. With the impression that he's coming, to turn things around. But the first 3 months, he could not even appoint his cabinet minister. And right there, a lot of Nigerians, started thinking that we are in for a long row. A former House of Representative member and also a 2023 All Progressive Congress governorship aspirant in Kaduna State, Alhaji Sani Mohammed Shaiban, said the threat by the National Assembly members to impeach President Major General Muhammadu Buhari was a mere joke. This Shaiban, who is also an in-law to Buhari, as expected, said was because the lawmakers themselves were partly responsible for the economic security challenges bedeviling the country. I'm not sure what it means that the lawmakers are partly part of it. Well, a lot of Nigerians might say that maybe if the government, the lawmakers have pushed this a little bit more, he would not have thought that they're just a mere joking. According to him, the lawmakers have failed in their oversight functions, especially with regard to security, economy, alleging that they are only interested in oversight functions when they are broke so that they can get allowance and Ghana must go.
They get allowance and Ghana must go. That bag, they can put the money in, right? Well, listeners, it is Star Radio UK, and that is how our representatives do when they are in the House of Senate or wherever they are representing us there. But again, this comes to a statement that the former president, Mr. Jonathan, has said, and he's talking about Nigerians, especially the youth, he said, who are becoming increasingly disillusioned with Nigeria's politics and its democracy. And I can tell you that if somebody, I'm not calling for that. Let me raise my hand. Now, should any military person, somebody, wherever the person comes from, and say that, look, I'm conducting a coup as has happened last year and last 2 years in the West African area, I think that you're going to get a lot of the youth rallying behind the person, because people are fed up.
Well, yes, and the headline says the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, warns against turning Nigeria to a fascist state. A very strong word there. We remember that just about less than a few days ago, we saw Tinubu, the presidential candidate for the APC, paid a courtesy visit to Jonathan. And I guess, as usual, there was a lot of different reaction, to that visit. I mean, I saw it. It looks like Jonathan was literally helping Tinubu to cross the, either the bedroom or the living room because it was unfit from that images to stand on his own. And as usual, there's been a lot of reaction to that as well, as usual from, Chiwure and the rest of them as well. But coming back to what Jonathan have actually said, you will wonder, why and what is the reason for that. Mr. Jonathan said many Nigerians, especially the youth, were becoming increasingly delusioned with Nigerian politics and its democracy. According to Jonathan, President Muhammadu Buhari's APC regime has been accused of nepotism and the security of wanton violations of human rights, which even the judge that says that human rights cannot be used on the payment for Chief Sunday Igboho 20 billion damage. So it seems that human rights has been thrown out of the box in Nigeria as we speak today. But the task before all of us is not to lower our guard. I don't understand what you mean by that. But at least the democracy we cherish today scumbles to threat and recede into fascism tomorrow. Towards this goal, we are again faced with good opportunity of choosing our leader as a nation prepares to go into the poll. I'm not sure whether a lot of people that are the indigenous believe in whatever these politicians are saying anymore, because there's never been a good leader, since the creation of Nigeria in 1914. Because what good leader means is, the British government would have allowed a fair election to be conducted in 1959 and decide who will become, the first prime minister, as at the time of 1960 when we got independent. But what we now saw, decades after that, the British government actually fiddled with that election. And since then, there has never been any good election in Nigeria, even from 1999. Yes, Mr. Jonathan said this at a dinner to celebrate a very good man, Catholic Bishop Matthew Kuka, that was celebrating his 70th birthday. He added, let us choose those that will take us to a desired destination and the promised land. There's no promised land anywhere. What we've seen is, politicians of self-centered politicians that decide that, they would rather take medical treatment in abroad and allow an average Nigerian to die without a good medical system. Politicians that will allow their children to be schooling outside and rather not give education to those back home as we speak today. Since February 14, most of them have been sitting at home doing nothing. But it says, that the former president also added that until the work is done, people like Bishop Kuka, who God has positioned as the conscience of the nation, will continue to be around to constantly hold the mirror of our progression. Again, a lot of people will disagree with that, because more people will say some of those religions have created more problem than solving it itself.
What do you think about all that? Well, it is Starr in the UK, updates from Nigeria with Mr. Olami Koiki in our North London studios. I'm out here in the South studios, and we're bringing you updates from Nigeria. Now, let me read some comments that Ayodeji has posted. He said, Governor Wike has said it. The Senate House did not have the balls to impeach the president. And even the majority in Senate are from North, and they will always protect theirs, as we said there. And he goes on and he said, it is easier said than done, and that is pertaining to Peter Obi's statement. So let me just go straight on to that statement. Peter Obi is challenging Buhari's regime to expose highly placed Boko Haram sponsors and oil thieves. I remember that was in the UAE that published some sponsors of terrorist groups, Boko Haram and stuff like that, which we thought that the government was going to come at the forthwith and bring everything out. We didn't have anything of the sort. Now, Peter Obi, who is now causing so much scare, I mean, troubling the political
space.
the space is now saying that, well, you know what, we know that you've got that list. We know because some leaders or some people, spoken people, especially this professor, is it the professor who died, the one who was saying that during the
Dr. Badi, Malafia.
Dr. Badia,
Malafia Badia.
Talking about the fact that during the lockdown, they were using planes and stuff, helicopters to be moving arms and stuff like that. I mean, those people were saying, and they said the new people who have confessed that, look, there are some political big groups who are sponsoring them. So, you think that for Peter Obi's case, is calling on the government is going to yield anything. Can you give us the background to that story, please?
Well, 162 days, as we have it on Star Radio UK, and likewise 13 minutes, before the 2023 election. That again is if there will be an election with all the indices that is happening in Nigeria today. But we will continue to monitor that. Peter Obi is literally getting a lot of support from the youth back home. They're really not just online, they're offline as well. We've seen, images as well. There was a peaceful rally, I believe, in Port Harcourt in Rivers State, where the numbers, also indicate that, people are really clamoring for Peter Obi as the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Whether that would eventually materialize in reality, we would all have to wait in 162 days, for all this to unfold. But you're quite right. Peter Obi is now challenging, President Buhari to expose highly placed Boko Haram sponsor and the oil thieves. I'm not sure Buhari is going to do that. Like you say, the United Arab Emirates were able to quickly, publish the names and the, even the figure of those that were sponsoring, terrorism in Nigeria using, Dubai as their route. The Labour Party, Peter Obi, that have challenged Muhammad Buhari regime to name and shame highly placed Nigerians who are allegedly financing the Boko Haram insurgency as those behind the oil theft in Niger Delta. I am struck and intrigued by the news report linking highly placed Nigerians to oil theft, the same as being the case with financing insurgency and Boko Haram. The presidential candidate tweeted yesterday, when will the FGN, the federal government of Nigeria, summon the political will to publicly name such person? Remember that, the redeemed pastor of the pastor of Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, actually said that the 80% of the wealth of Nigeria is actually in just about few Nigerians that are controlling that. I mean, an average person selling in Abakaliki or somewhere in the northern part of Nigeria today, or in the middle belt or southwest, doesn't understand, what and how crude oil works. But the criminals that are working in the government and the criminals that are working, within the NNPC knows how a ship will continue to come into the country, whether late night or early in the morning, loaded with crude oil, and then it drives out without even the Navy knowing. It all shows that the corruption in this particular government would all be unfolded probably when Nigeria disintegrates, or like some will say, maybe when the next election will hold. Like I said, 162 days, a lot of Nigerians will determine what actually they want, or whether the indigenous people will say. And just like Simon Ekpa says yesterday during the program, that election will not hold in the southeast because a Biafra nation will also be declared next year.
Well, challenging times, and that will be monitoring very, very closely. But Ayodeji says that, he says, looking at Peter statement, he says that cannot be possible with the bad 1999 constitution we are running in Nigeria and with the dead governance system in Nigeria. Samsudin, good morning to you. He says, God bless Yoruba Nation and Yoruba Nation now. Ayodeji continues, the oil theft is the business of the day. Many Nigerian politicians are involved in the business alongside with some international countries. How true is that? But we know they are the same people. They'll come and say, oh, look, you are hungry, and they want to give you some checkments to fend for yourself during the election time. But when they finish, they just go into their cocoon and just go and enjoy whatever that they are doing. But it is all coming away from Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, this morning, there's been an arrest, and you posted that EFCC has arrested the Okun speaker at Lagos Airport. What brought that? Has he gone to, corrupt himself or taken any state funds?
Well, we do have a lot of politicians that tend to move money around, or either trying to use their position. And I'm just trying to get that headline back right in front of me. Once again, this is Star Radio UK, and it is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bear with me if we can take another one, and I'm gonna come back to that
Okay.
as soon as I can pick that back. Yes, I think I've got it right here. Yes, who is he, and what do we know? According to the financial, economic and financial crime, have arrested the Ogun State Speaker at the Lagos Muritala Mohammed Airport. According to the news, Honorable Olakunle Olumo have been arrested by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission at the Muritala Mohammed Airport in Lagos. According to the news that is gathered, the Honorable was arrested over allegation bordering on financial crimes. According to the staff member at the assembly, who pleaded not to speak, says that the speaker was picked up this morning at the Muritala Mohammed Airport, Ikeja, by our operatives following a tip-off. The source says Olumo was undergoing further grilling in the custody of the agency. He was also said to have been on the wanted list of the commission following his failure to honor EFCC invitation several times. He and some others were accused of forging signatures, financial document of the assembly. What the politicians tend to do is they've used their position not just to enrich themselves, but to also create a problem that so many Nigerians that are meant to be under their constituency are not enjoying today. And I'm talking about, funds that should have been used, to create the local government to function, funds that should have been used, to support, the widows, the welfare of the community. But rather, money seems to be shared and project doesn't seem to have been done. So it seems the EFCC must have got, the hands that probably maybe it's just going on a short holiday like they always do, or maybe he's probably aware that he's already on the tail and he wanted to leave the country. We don't know yet. But as we speak right now, he's still in the custody, according to the headline that we have there. The EFCC have arrested Ogun State Speaker at the Lagos Muritala Mohammed Airport. And again, if the phone call doesn't come from the top, that it might end up being released, because most of them do work in line, in conjunction with their state governors that also have a bit of inside information, because he is the number 3 of the state. When we talk about the governor of Ogun State, we talk about the deputy, the next person in line will be the speaker.
Now, which party does he belong to? Is it the
APC,
oh,
the ruling party.
You remember that there was this man, I've forgotten the name, who was being tried, I think before the lockdown. He tried to, he fled outside the country, Tunisia or something, and was later on arrested. What, have you forgotten the name?
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether it's the one for the pension. Minor. Yeah. Well, he's sitting somewhere in an air condition, and we're told he's in the prison, but we do know that he's eating pizza and probably watching us as we're speaking right now.
Oh my goodness.
Everything happened in Nigeria.
Listen, I say let's start already. Okay, it's interesting when it comes to Africa, right? Okay, they just say that look, Biafra wants to go, Yoruba wants to go. Why can't Nigeria embrace the new wave in Nigeria? Because again, I come to that and I say that now there is something very wrong with what is happening. Because if everything is okay, we can see that maybe just one group of people who want to leave, and everybody will say, well, why do you want to leave? There is nice things here, so don't leave. But if most of the people were like, we want to go, then why don't you give them the chance for them to go if they need to? Well, listeners, it is Starr Radio. Okay, we'll come back to Mr. Oladipo for some more of the story. Over to you, Yomi.
Well, it's good news. At least if you're going to be flying the Emirates, they've now made a U-turn to resume their flight. And we believe that last week, Friday, the CBN, Governor Emefiele had to quickly release some funds to some of those airlines so that they can continue their operation in a country like Nigeria that has a lot of travelers in and out of Nigeria. There are strong indications that the Middle East carrier Emirates Airlines will resume flight in Nigeria within the shortest possible time. According to the notice sent to travel agents in Nigeria, the Dubai-based carrier said it will resume 4 weekly flights to Nigeria. Remember that they had issues with the Nigerian government in getting their money back, and that literally means that they have to stop the flight from today, I believe, which was meant to be the timing, but it seems that now has been resolved. Ogun State, which we were just talking about, we were talking about their speaker, and I'm sure any business transaction that goes on in the state, most of these speaker, the governor, had a kind of a kickback at the back. But it seems Ogun State is now charging companies on local raw materials. The Ogun State government says sourcing raw materials locally will help to address the foreign exchange challenge facing industry, enhance economic growth, and create more jobs for Nigerians. This was contained in a statement jointly signed by the press officer, Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Ogun State, Mr. Wale Osumbi. And let me say this clearly, all this is just propaganda, because I was in Nigeria, I think in 2017, if I can remember, and that was when the former governor is not a senator, Amosun was there, and each time they come up with all these conference, these workshop, trying to hold the diaspora to come in and invest, it turns out to be a joke, because I did a little follow-up, when we wanted to have a farm, in that particular state, but we hope that this particular one will do the needful. The statement quoted that the State Commissioner for Industry, Trade and Investment, Mrs. Kike Longe, are saying this during the tour of Emos Pharmaceutical Industry Groups. Remember that just about a week ago, if I can remember, we were talking about, almost, $11 billion of pharmaceutical products, plastics, sugar imported into the country, but it seems that the Ogun State government is trying to see if they can get the raw material from Nigeria. How is what I will probably not know. So we have to wait and see. We're still looking at the business section. It's now 11:33. If you've just joined us, this is Star Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Federal government launches presidential delivery tracker website. Hopefully it's going to work. The federal government on Tuesday has now launched Presidential Delivery Tracker, a company website developed by the Central Delivery Coordination Unit. The PDT and CDCU is designed to track, review, periodically report the activities of MDAs, performances of ministers and permanent secretaries, among others, in delivery of their ministry mandates. Key areas that will be reviewed will be economy, agriculture, energy, transportation, infrastructure, industrialization, education, healthcare, security, anti-corruption. And you ask yourself, a government that is almost winding down in less than 162 days is now bringing a tracker to monitor performance of MDAs. Some of those MDAs have become a businessman, themselves, because what they've actually do is, they register a company, a proxy company, and because they have an idea of, the transaction, within their portfolio, and rather than letting this, bidding go to the public, they become, the highest bidder, and then they sell it off to the next person. So these are part of the corruption, and I'm not sure whether such a delivery tracker will be working in 162 days that the government is literally winding down. Let's take a look at, APC presidential aspirant Sean Abuja meeting. Like I said in February this year, that we might end up seeing, 3 fashion of APC before 2023. A meeting of the former presidential aspirant of the All Progressive Congress that was scheduled for yesterday, Wednesday, failed to hold, and there was a postponement of the meeting was announced few hours to its commencement. According to the news, the meeting was cancelled because non-committing of aspirants, many of whom had indicated that they will not be available. One of the aspirants, Dr. Nicholas Felix, in a statement on Monday, said, those who contested against the APC presidential candidate of Bola Tinubu at the presidential primary will converge at 2 p.m. But that never comes up. It seems that there's already a crack in the hole. I'm going to take us straight to the social media again this morning. But as we continue,
Before you bring us what is happening on the social media, there is a story about Kwankwaso who was attacked with sachet of water by angry residents. Now, do you have any information pertaining to that?
Well, Kwankwaso, as we know, is also one of those politicians that have been around for some time. And yes, I'm just trying to see if I can get that news. I haven't seen that from my end there, but definitely maybe that is something that is already out there. But we do know Kwankwaso is in the news because he's also trying to contest, for the presidential, for the next election that is coming up. That's if an election will hold in Nigeria, because the Biafra and the Oduduwa are going to declare their nation out of Nigeria because they're fed up of being part of Nigeria. Dr. Rabiu Kwankwaso is the presidential candidate of the New Nigerian People's Party. On Wednesday, has called for unity of purpose among Nigerians. I'm not sure where we can get unity of purpose, because we are all different in terms of our culture, our language. We can live side by side just like countries that have done so in the past. But this unity of purpose doesn't seem to be working where a particular section is marginalizing the remaining part of the country. So when they talk about unity, people like me always ask the question, how do we get a unity when the British government locked in 371 different ethnic groups in what we call the space of Nigeria? The late Dr. Obafemi Awolowo, they told us that Nigeria is just a mere geographical location. But it seems that Kwankwaso, just as Atiku, Tinubu, and Peter Obi, are still trying to say we can keep Nigeria and we can have a unity in Nigeria. So I'm not sure I've seen that particular news that you are looking up to, but probably if they're throwing water to them, I won't be surprised, because a lot of Nigerians are fed up with all these politicians. But according to the news agency of Nigeria now, report that Kwankwaso made the call in Lokoja while coming to his campaign offices at the party secretariat in Kogi State. Remember, Kogi State is also some part of Yoruba land as well. And shortly after this arrival at the campaign office beside David Mercy pharmacies on Kogi, he was warmly welcomed by supporters. Maybe around there, somebody must have thrown a sachet of pure water, which is now about 25 naira to buy one.
Well, some of the members were lamenting that after having waited since the early hours in Lokoja, Kwankwaso abandoned them for Udu's loyalists, whom they claim are still members of the ruling or Progressive Party. So there were people who were angry at Kwankwaso not coming to Lokoja. So, well, that's some of the information there for you. And again, when it comes to Wike is also saying that, well, he's been threatened by some big hooks in the party. Well, he made a speech yesterday as well. Somebody held his foot on his leg after the speech, and he decided to make a citizen's arrest. So there's lots of it happening there, and it's all coming to you from Starr Radio UK. We will bring you more as and when we have it. Yomi, let's move on to the social media.
Well, social media is where everybody comes out and put their anger, get their message out there, because it's a social space. Whether those that believe in one Nigeria and trying to convince those that doesn't believe in one Nigeria, this is where everybody comes to. Let's look at what Ifa Funshaw is saying this morning on our page. I am not against the Okada ban in Mushin, Bariga, Shomolu, and other areas in Lagos State. Okada has been used for all kind of different operations, good or bad. It is only the means of transportation in Nigeria, but it seems, in Lagos State, as though we didn't pick that headline, but it's right there. You will get 3 years jail should you be one person that would disobey the law. The Lagos State government yesterday said the defaulters of the ban on commercial motorcycle operator risk a 3-year jail term as enforcement for the phase 2 ban start. I'm not sure whether the one that they started of the phase 1 is still working, because there's still all kind of Okada movement in almost every part of the country as we speak right now. I'm going to take one more from her, and she says, I hate how Western media always painting Africa as if we don't eat. As I always watching CNN this afternoon, which was yesterday, you won't believe how they were portraying Ethiopians as if they don't eat or have a roof under their heads, always painting Africa in the bad light, yet stealing from us. So that is coming from Ifa Funshaw graphics this morning. Let's take a look at let's take a look at what Simon Ekpa we heard on our show yesterday. Simon Ekpa will be the end of Nigeria. Mark today's date. The kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was God did to Pharaoh of Egypt in the Bible. God hardened Pharaoh's heart to show his power. I will be the end of Nigeria, terrorist enslavement. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will regain freedom in a historical manner. And right there, he also posted, the short clip that we had together with him when he says, I was live a few minutes ago with Yoruba Nation brother Koiki to make comment on the scam judgment of the Fulani judge that nullified Igbowo's judgment, the terrorist DSS of illegal invasion of his house. And you can also watch that. Now let's go to the whole news when it comes to Nigeria. Like I always say, there's still millions of Nigerians that believe we can rescue Nigeria. The mouthpiece, a very supporter of Peter Obi, this is what she has to say. This is the man and the video underneath it of Governor Wike, who always insists of being a non-Igbo, just to please his Fulani masters, whom he thought would hand over Nigeria presidency to him. Funny enough, he is now more Igbo than anybody. Only Igbo denounce him just because of their selfish interests. Remember that Wike is still the center point where meetings are being held in UK, in Dubai, try and woo him, whether to the Labour Party, the APC are still thinking that they can bring him on board. The PDP is still trying to see they can fix the issue between Peter Obi and Atiku. But it seems that, the mouthpiece, she's probably not, I think she's more Biafra, but it seems, I probably mixed that up with Neferati. Neferati is somebody that is more of the Peter Obi. So we're looking at Nigeria as a whole right now. Yesterday, Amnesty International Nigeria posted between 2020 and 2022, 2 years, Amnesty International Nigeria has documented several cases of enforced disappearance, arrest, torture, extortion, ill treatment, extrajudicial execution by law enforcement officer responding to the activities of the IPOB in the Southeast. What a very, sad one that the international community are not saying a lot to the, to the killings that is taking place in the Southeast. And we talk about, genocide that is happening right there. So it's good thing that Amnesty International has got this document, and I'll be seeing if we can get a copy of that, for review, during the course of the program. Just to wrap it up quickly, quite a lot of different talent. I could see a young 11-year-old artist from Nigeria create beautiful works of art. Talent is universe, but opportunity is not there. You can see him in a very shanty location somewhere, I believe in Lagos, but you can see the beautiful drawing that they have there. And this was actually picked up, by an international, media or someone, of that caliber, a chief digital evangelist, Val Achap, with almost close to 800,000 followers. So you could see that the talent is there, but the opportunity is not going to be given to you because of what Nigeria is. And again, the last one from Bashiru Mustafa, and this is what he had to say as well. The only solution to Nigeria is dissolution. Achieving Yoruba nation is non-negotiable for me. Say no to regional government. Say yes to full exit. I am for Yoruba nation straight on.
Wow. Well, listeners, updates from Nigeria comes your way every weekday from 11 o'clock. I have Mr. Olainiko again. I'm not landing studios or sometimes in the studios here. And Archie, and then we bring you that. Okay, so make sure that that's our lockdown every weekday when we bring you the morning show from 10 o'clock. But let me say good morning to Alaka Boda. It says, well done, White Lion. God will strengthen you. Amen. 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 Alaka, yes, thank you very much. All right, then. Now, Yomi, before we go.
Well, as I'm heading out, Archie is still there to take you through the rest of the program. I will be back same time tomorrow at exactly 11 o'clock. Make sure you tune in. It is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. It is where you get all the latest news from Africa, Asia, and different part of the globe. But for now, I'll be coming back again tomorrow. And I say, have a very good morning, Mr. Archie, and bye for now.
Bye-bye. All right, then, listeners, that was Mr. Olainiko bringing you updates from Nigeria. I'm going to go on to look at some of the other stories making the rounds in other parts of the world.
And that's about it on Star Radio UK. Jerry, these are just normal things that we should be able to do. They arrest Oluomo to plan how he will attack Yorubas. Kò ń ṣe Oluomo tí MC Oluomo attack Lomu, Speaker Ogun State. Is the Speaker of Ogun State. Ẹ mọ̀ kó lè ní gbogbo wọn. Àwọn tó wà nílé ò mọ̀ pé ó lè ní wọn. Àwa nìkan là ń mọ̀ pé ó lè ní wọn. Àwọn tó wà nílé ò mọ̀. Ojú ń dùn àwọn. Ọkú kẹ̀lẹ̀bẹ̀ sójú. When we're saying that the country is not working. Some of you think, you see all these little things that we do here in terms of this is production, okay? When you see newscaster that you are watching from wherever you're watching them, if Nigeria was working and is working fullest, you would understand that the first priority for a country to develop is you must have the security. The Fulani in the government, and I'm going to educate ourselves. I finished my own on Starr Radio UK, but I think I want to go straight into a bit of education today so that we can also understand that it's not because we hate Nigeria. Let me put on my Yoruba Nation cap. I can put this one on when I'm doing my program. A radio presenter in Nigeria will not be able to do the same thing, because if you mention Buhari anyhow, they will pick you up and they will send you to prison. Let's go and look at what Amnesty International actually said that I picked up earlier before we go into it. Amnesty International Nigeria, and I hope they have. Okay, they don't have a document to that. I would have loved to have that document, and I hope I will see it on their website. There's a lot happening in Nigeria that is underreported. A lot is happening in that shithole country that is not. So let's share it together with you. I don't know why the water actually dropped while I was running the program. A very good morning, good afternoon, and this is where I will just take it off from here now. I wanted to educate us again this morning and educate myself. Amnesty International, Nigeria Authority, hear this very well. And the presentation will be in English and Yoruba. And please don't ever tell me, Yoruba nation, speak in English, speak in Yoruba. No. Don't tell me that. I speak to the international community. You know what I call international community? I speak to the world. People are watching us all over the world. Nigerian authority must show genuine commitment to ending the enormous crime of forced disappearance. Let's break it down. Sometimes when you get all this big English, you have to go and find out the meaning. Because the reason why they hide the meaning and the pronunciation is heinous. What is the meaning of that? Of a person or wrongfully act, especially a crime, utterly odious or wicked, a batterly heinous crime. What does heinous mean? Hatefully, shockingly evil, where something is evil. I don't know why they don't use the real meaning, because an average person, to be honest, will not understand these words. I don't know what the meaning is that in Yoruba land. Maybe Tabala and Tobali translate heinous. Spelled H-E-I-N-O-U-S.
Heinous.
That is what Nigeria is doing for every single one of us. Mo wà lórí live broadcast. Bó ṣe ń pè yẹn, òun disturb. Jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ later. And I hope a lot of you are listening. You are not listening because you are looking at me from a different angle, but we are giving you evidence that that country has done a lot of heinous crime. That's what Amnesty International posted, and I'll share that with you. This alone is a topic that can take us 3 weeks to break it down. But a lot of you think that we are just angry person that doesn't want Tinubu to go and become the president, doesn't want Atiku to become the president, and all this your nonsense conversation, and you think that this same government that is APC, aburu tabi ìparun eshegoni, aburu tabi ìparun. I want to share that with us. Happy New Month, as we are now into a program now. Please do not call. I will let you know as when I want you to call and also add your voice. And a lot of you know me as Koiki Media. And I welcome you once again to the conversation. Please do not call. Let's go back to that. Let me ask this question. When the word says, when this word, or Nigerian authority, who do we identify as a Nigerian authority? Tabasope Nigerian authority. I just want people to give us at random, Nigerian authority. Who are they? Who is the Nigerian authority? I'm just want to see my comment section. Okay, Yawa Janet, the government. Let's break it down. Who are the government? Remember that Amnesty International, this is not me writing this now. Amnesty International have just said that the Nigerian authorities must show genuine commitment to end the heinous crime. And I've just given you the meaning of that word.
Heinous.
To evil gidi. And those in the government are from top to bottom. Because the reason why you are being molested and arrested and kidnapped and killed by an average person in the government, and I'm talking about even the basic local government, Bobo Omo, National Union of Road Transport, the guy that was killed in Lagos. You would think that in a civilized society that Nigeria is, I'm just saying, I know it's not civilized, I'm just using that word. Should we even be thinking of killing ourselves? For what purpose? People kill themselves all over the world. But you are not looking at the
heinous,
the evil crime that the government is doing on every single one of us, whether you are even Hausa, whether you are from Ishekiri, Niger Delta. Imagine as an already, and when we say heinous crimes, it comes up to everything. Okay, do you know that this evil, this hatefully, what does heinous mean? Kilo mean gong. In Kotobawa, hateful. Bitterness in Buhari, dead or alive, because it doesn't matter whether that is the real Buhari or the dead. There's something bitter in them. And that bitterness is what they are showing to us as people, using our own politicians to subject and suppress us down. So that when you talk from the southwest or when you talk from the southeast, they will then use another
heinous
evil. You remember that the Fulani government is the one overshadowing the one at the bottom, which is your state. So the government that is there presently, somebody say Fulani gangster in Nigeria. Nigeria will reasonably peaceful place. Let me say this, all the time. You might not be happy with some of our utterances. But even Amnesty International is saying that there's what we call
heinous
evil crime tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú Nigeria. Evil. A lot of that are not coming up. Kò ń ṣe ní Southeast nìkan, but they've literally said that the Nigerian authority must show genuine commitment. And do you think that they can show genuine commitment? Because they cannot have, we are not one. In your country, so anus means aburu eshigoni. Put the question, I will look at it. If it's something I can answer, I will answer it. If I can't answer, I will let it pass, and I'll just do like I didn't say it. Somebody say he wants to ask a question. Put it out. If I can't answer it, I will answer it. And if I don't want to answer it, I'll just keep my eyes out of it. So what we are saying is, yeah, Sonke said they cannot show genuine commitment because it doesn't start today. Do you hear that? Amnesty, you see all these international organizations, that's what they will be writing for the next 30 years if we remain in Nigeria. Thank you so much, Bashir. They will continue to write. They will continue to appear on media TV, whether the international or the local. And they'll continue to write. Say white paper, is it white paper? They release a white paper. Tabani on white paper. That means pay OTD. Say white paper, OTD document. So when they say something is a white paper, that means it's already documented. So do you want us to be used as document for the rest of our lives as Yoruba people, where they will be using us? Okay, Baba mi toyin sọ pé yes, you are right. Okay, so a lot of people will read that now. Hey, very good. Amnesty International is with us. But white paper means something being documented. Thank you so much, Baba mi Olabi Shey. Do you want us to be used so that they can continue to use us as something that they will be documenting? Imagine they are using us as so let me use it from here. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mi ò yé yín nísìn. Wọ́n fẹ́ máa fi wá ṣe kọ́ máa document wa. Hey, the Fulani, they're not say Fulani. I'm just giving an example now. Just a familiar example, something that they're using us to document now. So we are being used as statistics. But we can stop all this. But if you remain in one Nigeria, you will not be able to stop it. Because we will continue to be used as a statistic. And we don't want to be used as statistics. Some people will enjoy Nigeria. There's no doubt in my mind about that. There might be no. If I change the phone in it. Because I realize that I'm receiving a lot of calls. Anytime I'm going to switch over and use a different phone. We will be used as statistics. We are not relying on Amnesty anymore. Birds of the same. Oh, yeah. I'm not even saying we should rely on them. At least, what I'm saying is, the word that they've used this morning, which is the heinous crime, should not be something we must tolerate. But how do we stop that from not tolerating it? Because if we do not allow, if we stop the existence of Nigeria, the international community have no other area than to say, oh, the Nigerian government is not good. The Nigerian government is, genocidal, humanitarian crisis, economic crisis. Oh, they need money, just as they are saying that they need $12 billion for the Northeast. So that's about that, because that's not what I wanted to discuss. I want us to go back to I want to learn something from a lot of you and also learn from myself. Somebody sent a message to me yesterday, and I want us to, how many countries, I always say, and don't follow me, that I always say that they are not part of United Nations. And I would like to start with a new one that is September. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to write on this, but I will just take some notes briefly on it because OT full up already. How many countries? Nimanso, 18. Thank you so much. How many ones do you know of air? California. Off air. If you don't know, just I don't know. Which of the country do you think that is not part of? We can learn. I'm learning as well. I don't know all the 18. I'm just saying I don't know. I mean, I'm now a novice. I don't know anything. Somebody just mentioned Kosovo. Any other person? Falotu Mawonu. Tikos London, United Nations. I know Switzerland. And Switzerland I want to talk about this morning. I want us to learn something about Switzerland. I don't know anything about it, but I want us to just learn something. Somebody said North Cyprus. I will also help you out. There's a country called West Saharan. I've been very busy. I mean, extremely busy yesterday. We'll try and catch up later on today. Nobody could get me yesterday because I spent time with the family and I was coming back into the Star Radio broadcast in the evening. Okay, let's go and look at how many people know Switzerland. How many of us like to go Switzerland? Switzerland, is it part of United Nations? Estonia. Okay. Switzerland, Lara. Because if we don't know all these, your heart will not be strong as we continue to demand and ask for United Nations, ask for our independent nation. Now what about the judgment in Nigeria? The judgment that we are expecting is for us to take Yoruba land. Switzerland. Yes, Western Sahara. Ǹjẹ́ mọ̀ pé ṣé Switzerland wà kí n tẹ̀lé kọ́kọ́ béèrè? Is Switzerland part of United Nations as a country? I can ask Google that. Switzerland. Is it a member? Okay, Google going to bang with daddy. Why did Switzerland not join United Nations? Let us educate ourselves this morning. Not Swaziland, Switzerland. And this is what I have here. They're part. Somebody just said they're part. Yes. Mr. Michael said they're part. They joined in 2002, but very, very late. Switzerland became the 190th member of the United Nations on the 10th of September 2002. Kí ló dé tó ṣe pẹ́ tó ṣe tètè join is the next question I want to ask. We'll ask that question. I want you to remember that. Let's go back and look at Switzerland. 8.6 million, according to the World Bank 2 years ago. Total kilometer per square is 41,285. Yeah, I know Taiwan as well is also a country that is not under United Nations. Why are these countries going to dictate to us as Yoruba people is the question I want you to ask yourself. Do you know that the amount of money that was taken from Abacha, a lot of that came from Switzerland as well? And I want to open my Abacha stolen wealth. In 2000, just 2 years before Switzerland became part of the United Nations, Should be 2002, Laniwa joined United Nations, right? But in 2000, agba $64 million padà lọ́wọ́ wọn, Abacha loot. I hope you note that down. In 2003, Atugba another 88 million lọ́wọ́ wọn. And these are countries that is not even up to 10 million. I hope you all are getting the message that it is not because we hate your politicians or we hate, APC, PDP, Labour Party. We are saying that how can a country like Switzerland that is not up to 10 million, but they are collecting money from another country, and now they know that it's a stolen money, but they allow the money to go into their system. There was the total amount of money that was collected from Switzerland. I want us to note it again. In 2000, Switzerland returned back $64 million of Abacha loot. In 2003, $88 million was returned back from Abacha loot. In 2005, $461.3 million was returned from Switzerland. In 2006, $44.1 million was returned back from Abacha loot. In 2018, $322 million was returned back. You can see why your life in Nigeria can no longer work. Because you are in a country that is so big that they can suck the money out and give it to a country that is not even up to 10 million people. I hope you are getting the message. But we now have educated morons calling themselves Yoruba elite, that we should love Nigeria and remain in Nigeria where our life has been sucked without interest. Yes, I didn't even add interest. One person stole so much and gave it to another country that is not even up to a local government in Yoruba land. So why are we scared as Yoruba people to face the consequence of whatever will allow us to get our freedom? Because even the Switzerland up to 2002, before they joined the United Nations. So even if, quote and unquote, the Yorubas Nigeria more, and the UN says, well, we are not pleased with that, we will tell UN that we will continue to talk to you until you can allow and accept us to be part of the member of the United Nations. But the longer we continue to allow this lengthy diplomacy, Yoruba nation will just be a talking show. Somebody say is where you can money launder, including diamond, drugs, and invading VAT. They are not up to 9 million. Switzerland is just 8.6 million in population. And let's look at why does Switzerland have no capital? Is Switzerland a good place to live? Oh yes, it will be a good place to live. Switzerland has been ranked the best place in the world to live and work. Ibi tó dájú lágbàáyé láti gbé ládẹ̀ ti ṣiṣẹ́, because they have fund that was taken away from Nigeria and probably other countries that we probably never know. But so much Nigerians are today still trying to feed themselves. High living standard and competitive salaries have been the Swiss nation becoming a regular fixture among the world's most livable cities. Let's look at their passport. A very good afternoon to my mom. I've just cited her. I say welcome to the live conversation. I know a lot of you watch my repeated program, but it keeps saying it's live. I want you to take note of the time. Tibetan saw time here. Now the time is 12 minutes past 12 p.m. local time in London. I don't know your time wherever you're watching it, but you have to convert it back so that you don't end up calling me when you are not meant to call because you are thinking we're on a live program. Today is the 1st of September, 2022, as we continue our quest and campaign for an independent Yoruba Kingdom, Oduduwa Republic, Yoruba Nation, whatever we want to call it. We are better off. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìran ọmọládé kàdádúró. Sórí ìwọ tó ń béèrè pé tá bá dá dúró báwo la ṣe fi ṣayé. Ó ṣe béèrè pé a country tó pé 8 million. Báwo ló ṣe di pé 8 million population or 9 million is the best place lágbàáyé láti gbé? Why are you scared? Happy new month to every one of us. What is the system that ó ṣe ń ba ọmọ Yorùbá lẹ́rù pé àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tá fẹ́ gbé yìí ká má tí lọ gbé nísìn ká ṣe sùúrù díẹ̀ ká jẹ́ kó lọ díẹ̀ ká tó bọ̀. Why? Kí ni nǹkan tá fẹ́ ṣe sùúrù yẹn fún? Why? What is the purpose of that? Kí ni ìdí tá ṣe fẹ́ ṣe sùúrù ju sùúrù tá ti ń ṣe bọ̀ for 62 years in Nigeria? Sùúrù wo lẹ tó fẹ́ ní? The same politicians have told you same lies. Láti 1999. Since 1999, yes, same time là ń lò pẹ̀lú ẹ̀yìn àti tẹ́ni tó wà ní Ogun State and gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Irọ́ tó ti pa láti 62 years. Òun náà lọ ṣe ń pa. Kátẹ̀ wá sọ pé láti 1999 ṣé kò jẹ́ kí àlàáfíà ti dé sọ́dọ̀ yín? Ìdí ni pé ìlú yẹn ti tóbi jù. So wọ́n lè ráyè tọ́jú gbogbo wa dáadáa bá ṣe fẹ́. Àwọn tó wà ní Switzerland ṣé ẹ fi pé wọ́n ní rí ìtọ́jú? Because their numbers is more than enough for the government to know who is who. So why is it that we are still hoping and thinking that ká ṣe sùúrù díẹ̀ sí náà ká kọ́kọ́ jẹ́ kó tó lọ dìbò 2023 náà nítorí pé ẹbí ọmọ wa bá lọ ṣe kí n fi ilẹ̀kẹ̀ sí dìde ẹlòmíì ilẹ̀kẹ̀ tó ti wà nídìí wọn látijọ́ ìkìlọ̀ fi ṣe fún yín. I don't really like talking about the political aspect of things in that shithole country. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's just like we're promoting them. That's the way I looked at it. The reality is, why not let us push and get ourselves away from Nigeria and we can be well appreciated? Let me go and look at their passport of a Switzerland. Switzerland passport. Omodua, how are you? I finished already. You okay? Their passport. And what is the rating in the world today? Switzerland passport ranking 2022. Number 7. Ṣorí gbogbo àgbáyé tó ń wò yìí tí Nàìjíríà náà wà nínú ẹ̀. Passport ìlú tí mò ń dárúkọ yìí gbogbo population wọn is 9 million. But passport wọn tó fi ń travel tó ń issue fáwọn ọmọ ìlú wọn òun ni number 7 ní gbogbo àgbáyé. All these things is not going to take long. Within the space of okay, I am 40-something years old. You are 30. You are 20. They are 60. They are 70. We have 80. We have probably 90. We pray for a long life. Within 10 years, the world will respect us better than the one we are in right now. Mokin Egbon mi Ijaya kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín. The international community, like I always use these, will respect us. We will still have criminals among us. Oh, trust me, we will have different people among us. But we will be able to quickly first have a strong database that will connect me as a Yoruba man to my government. Because right now, we are not connected to Nigeria as a government. If I wanted to go to the Nigerian High Commission this morning as a Nigerian and present myself there, they are likely not going to open the door for me. They are not likely to open the door for me. Moriembe mass burial. I'm talking about somebody living abroad here. Tiba what train is saying within an hour, my day Nigerian High Commission. Their duty is meant for me as a Nigerian, but they're not going to open the door. And I'm living in a civilized society with them. You would think that Ojekoni civilization lórí pé àwa tá ń pera wa lọ́mọ Nàìjíríà tá gbé ní bíbá tíyàn bá lọ síbẹ̀ tó bá tẹ buzzer, hello, I'm a Nigerian, no, come inside. They will ask me pé ṣé mo l'appointment kí ni mo fẹ́ wá ṣe. But all these will mean that should we continue like that, lótìtọ́ àwọn kan ti rí British passport ìgbà, àwọn kan ti rí Canadian passport ìgbà, kìíní kan passport, Thailand passport, kódà ẹlòmíì tẹ̀ ẹ̀tẹ̀ fún mi ní South Africa passport, ìyẹn kan tó mi lásán. I don't think some of you understand that purpose táwọn èèyàn fi ń sáré pé kárí passport ìlú mi gbà so that commonly identify ara wọn mọ̀ pé Nigerian làwọn, even though pé wọ́n ní Nigerian passport, but wọ́n mọ̀ pé passport kan táwọn tó níyẹn ìyẹn ní heavy weight ju ti Nigeria lọ, because Nigeria do not value us as Nigerians. Àwọn ìlú tí mo ṣe wá ti lọ ní Switzerland yẹn. She's been there. And their passport ranking today for Switzerland is number 7 in the world. All right, about to sort it out quick with me. The colleague could flag that that's still fine. But it seems Nigerians are still trying to work so that we can have 206 million people with one president controlling almost every Nigerian with a fake constitution. And then you think that dividends of government will get to you. That's why there's no dividends of government. Thank you so much, Mr. Lanrewaju. Mokini, Saudi Arabia. Omotanko ni dividends of government. A dividends of government means that Moba Mommy wa konsoro pe me sha na pe me abijeta. Wọ́n pè mí wá ìtọ́lọ́mọ́ àwọn ọmọ ní school America, and the kids have just been given a brand new iPad. Ìtàn pè ní dividends of government. Government dé school ọmọ yẹn. Ìtàn pè ní dividends of government nìyẹn. Ask yourself, nísìn, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń tẹ̀lé olóṣèlú that you think that it is your right. Ṣé dividends of government ṣó ń dọ́dọ̀ yín gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ ìlú ní state ni mò ń sọ? Mo rí bẹ̀ yàwá list dáadáa. Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàsán, a kú oṣù tuntun. Ṣé dividends of government, Mr. Taye Keshi sọ pé I don't think so. Mo rí bẹ̀ yàwá Janet Mati, mo ti send message sí yín. Super Boss, mo ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ yẹn, dá mi lóhùn. Ṣé dividends of, ẹ má parọ́, ẹ má sọ pé torí ẹ fẹ́ Yorùbá nation àbẹ fẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà. Ṣé dividends of government ṣó dọ́dọ̀ wa? Kò sí dividends of government bá dọ́dọ̀ wa ni, ní máa ṣe máa pariwo pé omíyalé ẹ wo Sango Ọ̀tà omi ti ya gbogbo àgbàrá ìgbà ṣọ́ọ̀pù. It's because there's no dividends of government. Because èmi ò rí bí tí flood máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ o, but èmi ò rí bí pé nígbà tí wọ́n ṣe títì kẹwàá expect pé kómi má yálé agbára má gbà ṣọ́ọ̀pù. Because the dividends of government bá wà ní àwa táwa níta gan máa láǹfààní pé inú àwọn nǹkan kéékèèké tá à ń ṣe fún yín nílé kò ní necessary. And I always say to you that a lot of you, ẹ má bínú, you look sick. It's because the nutrient of dividends of government nínú body yín. Because the nutrient bá wà lára ẹ, that means dividends of government dọ́dọ̀ ẹ pé production ò lè lọ ṣiṣẹ́ kò make owó tiẹ̀. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló máa dolówó. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló máa di olówó, but gbogbo èèyàn ló gbọ́dọ̀ lè jẹun ẹ̀mẹ́ta lójúmọ́. Switzerland tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ láàárọ̀ yìí, passport wọn ni number 7 ní gbogbo àgbáyé. Ṣé wàá fi pé passport yẹn ò ní lọ anywhere? Do you think that the passport won't travel to any part of the globe? Do you think that a passport that is number 7 compare to passport ti Nigeria tó ní 206 million people tí wọ́n sọ fún wa pé is the most populous black nation in the world? Ǹjẹ́ tá a bá gbé sórí ìsùnwọ̀n pẹ̀lú ìtí population wọn jẹ́ number 9 tó jẹ́ 9 million. Ẹ má yẹ kó parọ́ fún yín pé ẹ̀kíní tó máa ń pẹ́ ni. Tá a bá add the age gbogbo ara wa tá a jọ ń campaign àtẹni tó lóun ò fẹ́. Tá a bá add gbogbo a máa wo ti Nàìjíríà. Tá a bá add gbogbo age wa ká fi 10 years sí wà láìtàláìsí mọ́bìlá ìlàzíláhùwà. A máa gbádùn Yorùbá nation. Kódà tó bá jẹ́ pé the 10th year tẹ́mi wá rẹ̀ ṣì wà a máa gbádùn ẹ̀. Because the first 10 years a máa fi ṣiṣẹ́. A máa fi ṣiṣẹ́. Kódà mo ready láti wá fọ abọ́ nínú hotel tá a bá gba Yorùbá nation. Because mo mọ̀ pé ẹ ní disrespect mi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó ń fọbọ́. Ẹ máa fún mi ní ọ̀wọ̀ mi gẹ́gẹ́ bí n tó ń pè ní kitchen porter. Ẹ fún mi ní the right aṣọ tí máa wọ̀. Ẹ fún mi ní the right glove tí máa wọ̀. Tí bá ṣèṣe nínú building yẹn, ẹ̀tọ́ ni pé kẹ́ tọ́jú mi. Ẹ̀tọ́ ni pé kí n gba holiday, kí n lè lọ sí anywhere tó bá wù mí kí n tún padà wá sẹ́nu iṣẹ́. Àwọn èèyàn ti lọ holiday ní sẹ́ olúkálùkù ti dé, iṣẹ́ tuntun ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bíi kúrú. Àwọn èèyàn ti lọ all over the world níbi tó bá lè lọ. Ẹni tó lọ ṣe 3 days ó ti lọ because ó máa resume padà sí ibi iṣẹ́. Àwọn ọmọ máa wọ school in another couple of days. Àwọn èèyàn ti ń lọ raṣọ school fáwọn tó máa wọ school. So tá bá dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè tiwa náà, mo sọ fún yín pé tó bá jẹ́ pé the 10th year as long as tẹ́mi bá ṣì wà ìwọ náà add the 10 years I'm sure pé tá bá ṣì add 10 years mọ́ we can still be saying even ẹni tó pé 90 years tó bá ṣì pé 100 nínú Yorùbá nation á ṣì gbádùn kó tó kú. Ṣé dividends of government tó wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ní Nigeria today? And the reason because the country is so big, apart from the fact that we are indigenous people, Nigeria is too over big for them to know that wọ́n bí ọmọ kan nínú abúlé kan nílẹ̀ Haúsá lénìí because kò sí dividends of government. And this is why we are campaigning that we are better off to pull out now, even if it's going to be painful. Even èmi fẹ́ kó wà painful ká pull out so that orí wa gan lè reset tá bá ti lọ sínú nation yẹn, so that I need tolerate nonsense from anybody, so that irú èyí tí mò ń sọ pé crime tí wọ́n commit lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ heinous crime tó bá pè nǹkan ní heinous nǹkan tó dá ni. Thank you so much, Yorùbá ni. Somebody said we should check Nigeria passport index for the world. Nigeria passport index. No, rating the Mafia passport rating. Well, 2021 anything Nigeria. Thank you so much, Mr. Femi Kasali. Compare South Sudan and Nigerian passport, please. Okay, ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́ lọ wo ti South Sudan kí n tó dárúkọ ti Nigeria. South Sudan passport rating. South Sudan is 101. The South Sudan passport rating is 101. The number of visa-free destinations accessible with a South Sudan passport is 43. Nigeria, 97. You can see the massive difference between a country that is not up to 9 million. I'm talking about Switzerland. Thank you so much for the super chat once again. I hope you are now getting the get message. So passport in Nigeria number 97 ní gbogbo àgbáyé. That's right. Yeah. Moonshine say Diamond, good morning. Pastor Momo, good morning. Arole Odudua, good morning. Nigerian passport is number 97 in the world. That means, should we continue? Could it change? You don't think it's going to change. You know why you don't get a visa to anywhere in the world? It's because of that. The reason why, normally, Sherry, normally, when you travel, because at one ìlú kan tí kò ní value níta, but government yóò sọ fún yín pé kò ní value. Àwọn politician yóò sọ fún yín pé kò ní value, but àwọn tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ wá travel tó bá wá lọ apply for visa wá wá deny visa is because that country does not have a value. Okay, all right, Mr. Moonshine. Thank you so much, Leah Jai. Happy New Month once again to every one of you. They can't see me, but they can listen to me. Good morning to you. Let me just bring the screen up there. So, yeah, about 7 people are listening on our mix. It saves a bit of data. It's just like listening, to a radio station, but it's online. I know a lot of you keep saying that we should have a radio and all that. I hope it will happen. Okay, I think they've even brought it to 80 based on the Passport Index 2022 from what I'm looking at here. Let me click on that. Yeah, 80. 2021 was 90. So you can see it right there, 80. That's the passport. Now let's go into the dashboard. I've shown you this so many times. Sorry, gbogbo bí tó ready yẹn, àwọn ìlú tó lè lọ nìyẹn. But tí Yorùbá bá kúrò nínú Nigeria, the first thing tí wọ́n máa fi accept wa pé àwọn ọmọ wa tó bá fẹ́ lọ America, tó bá fẹ́ lọ France, òun ni pé ṣé a ní economy tó dáa, ṣé a ní security tó dáa, ṣé a ní GDP tó dáa. GDP ni pé owó tó ń wọ̀lú based on what we are doing and what we are selling. And a lot of you that always say that we don't have anything that we are selling, I want you to remember that we have human capacity. And the human capacity. Oh, okay. All right. I got the message. Moonshine. Thank you so much. The reason why a lot of us are running out to wherever we can get to right now is because these documents, this is our identity for those of us that say we should remain in Nigeria. And this identity is creating a lot of problem for us as Yoruba people. What they've done is they took away our real identity and put that. Listen, okay, let me do something now. Mo fẹ́ test the brain one ọwọ́ mi lélẹ̀, okay? Màá gbé sẹ́yìn screen padà nísìn, but màá wá mú kan wá sí ilẹ̀. Okay, this is what they've done to us, just to explain it. Màá fold ìkan máa wà báyìí, right? And we will go now. Èwo ni mo fold nínú méjèèjì, èwo ni palm ẹ̀ wà on? Ṣé left ni palm ẹ̀ wà on àbí right ni mo fold? Ó tójọ́ mẹ́ta bàbá mi Saliu Oyedokun. I haven't spoken to you for some time now. Which one do you think I folded my hand? Because you're all going to just guess. That's what they've done. Okay, you're on the right. Who else? Èwo ni mo fold nínú gbogbo ọwọ́ mi? Ṣé right ni mo fold àbí left ni mo fold? And this is what they've done to us. You're on the right. You're on the right. You're on the right. Somebody say no one can tell. Somebody say left. So that means we already have two contradictory people that we are now. Yami married in left and Honey right. Left. Not to keep you going, this is what I've done. And this is why we're trying to now establish who we are. Because we have been hidden behind Nigeria. We just want to now come out so that people can see us. For 108 years, right, Gongonimo Fold, for 108 years, I was behind Nigeria by. And in Nigeria, la dúró sí, àwa tá the real indigenous people are just about to. Eléta ṣiṣẹ́ nísìn, a ṣì ń jáde, ó kù díẹ̀ ká jáde tán. Ṣé tá bá jáde tán, the world will know us and they will value us, and that means identity yìí kọ́ la máa wá lò mọ́, because a ní lè lo identity yìí mọ́ because a ti jáde gẹ́gẹ́ bí n tí a jẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀. Kò ṣe pé a ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ jẹ́ Yorùbá. Kingdom ni wá àti wà tipẹ́tipẹ́ for thousands of years. But those that are still campaigning for 2023 want to lock you inside this identity, this fake identity, because this is the fake identity. So when anybody's telling you that Nigeria election is coming 2023, have you got your PVC? They want to lock you in this. Out of that, some will make money. Probably not from politics, from all kind of fraudulent way or good way. Some will die in the process. Does not mean that people will not die when we get Yoruba nation, but at least the dividends of a government will get to you. That's what we are saying. And when you now look at the country that I was showing you earlier, let's go and look at Switzerland. And I was actually looking at their passport. A beautiful passport is no more than that. That is the passport of the Swiss. Their passport is number 7th ranking in the world today. This population, ìlú tó ń wò yìí, tí passport ẹ̀ tó ń wò yìí, right? A lot of people would rather die to make sure that they can get this passport. That's why they find their way to those countries. The reason why people left Nigeria, don't let anybody fool you that I left Nigeria and I just wanted to stay in abroad. No. You left Nigeria because Nigeria was not working. Those at home that are still saying that, I'm talking about your influencer, at least a lot of them do not have enough money, but they still have what they called a bit of contact there and there. I do not have to have money in my account before my children will attend any school in this country, apart from a private school that I cannot afford. But I can afford it if I go out there and work hard. I'll pay for that. But your politicians are coming to UK to pay for a private schools for their children from the stolen wealth of our resources back home in Nigeria. The reason why everybody wants to leave Nigeria, or rather, no, the reason why those that are saying that, oh, we can keep Nigeria, not because they have Swiss passport, but some of them have what they call access, either through their visa or through their networking. But does that mean that every Nigerians have the same? Some will say that, oh, it's because of the bad leaders. You know, look at the money they stole from Abacha. They could have invested it in Nigeria. Let me say this again. This kind of argument was what we were told before we understand everything we understand now. What we understand today is different from what we were told some 40 years ago. So when you now look at the 20 years of what we call the democracy from 1999, you would have expected at least 20 years would have been enough for you to have enjoyed the dividends of a government of this passport. This one. I think 20 years is more than enough. So if anybody is now saying, no, 20 years was not enough because PDP were there for 16 years. They destroy everything. You know, they are bad leaders. Then the APC came. 8 years is not more than enough. Let's push another 8 years for the APC. Or let's go and bring in a new breed like Peter Obi, because we don't like Atiku. Is based in Dubai. Every time election is come back home. Then your real identity, because that's what they're telling you to go and do. Election 2023. Real identity will now be hidden behind this screen. So the international community that knows that you are a Yoruba man, but you are not coming out to say you are a Yoruba man now, because you already say you are a Nigerian. Because that means you are confused. And if we are confused people, don't expect too much from the world. Because the world is looking up to us to say, hello, declare Yoruba nation. Because Yoruba kingdom need Britain, local. Let's look at the British passport. The Index, the British passport. Atimoti Sudan. Sudan is about 100 and... No, I'm sorry. I think Sudan is 81. So probably on top of Nigeria. No, 82. I think I'm looking at the previous one. See, Sudan Lele, 82. Blue la on low. Aeronautical South Sudan is a new country. Now, let's look at the British passport, the country that joined us together with Nigeria. I'm sure their passport is so valuable. Oh, people can die to get a British passport, and people have died. Some did not get it. Some have spent £20,000. Wọ́n ṣe ìyàwó kò work. Wọ́n gbé ìwọlé kò work. Gbogbo ẹ̀dá rò mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n ti ránṣẹ́ sílé. Wọ́n ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ babaláwo. Wọ́n ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ wòlíì. Wọ́n ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ pastor. Wọ́n ti gba oríṣiríṣi owó lọ́wọ́ wọn. Àfáà oríṣiríṣi ti gba owó lọ́wọ́ wọn. But eventually, they are happy today. You know why? Because they have a British passport. Because British passport is that document that some of us have here, and they say, shut up, Koiki. But they are not telling you that they have a British passport. And they can move around, but they're not going to come to Nigeria. And when they come to Nigeria, they will only stay in a hotel because they know that area is safe. Or probably Lekki side, stroke, Banana Island. You see them. But some people don't make it back. Our uncle did not make it back to Maryland. He died in Nigeria. He was kidnapped and killed. Thank you so much, Mr. Taikeshi. VGC. Now let's look at the British passport. Because British created Nigeria. God did not. Don't let any pastor, babalawo, or church, or mosque ever tell you that the creation of Nigeria was done by God. It is all lie. Ọlọ́run kọ́ ló dá Nigeria sílẹ̀. Nigeria is man-made. Man-made. But ìran Yorùbá ó ti wà tipẹ́tipẹ́ tí Ọlọ́run fúnra rẹ̀ dá. but àwa wá hide sábẹ́ Nàìjíríà àwa ń dúró kí miracle àwa lọ ń gbàdúrà àwọn aládùúrà ọgbà kó lè gbà because a sí nínú orílẹ̀-èdè wa gangan lótìtọ́ àdúrà máa jáde á máa gbà bọ́ kò gbà tó bó ṣe jẹ́ kó rí. And that's why we are spending time and time. Sometimes my wife, I'm not saying prayer is not good, but the amount of time that we are consuming in that, I keep asking myself, are we mad people? But we are not mad. It's just that identity has made everybody think that before you survive in life, Ọlọ́run ti dá wa dáadáa, Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè ó ti dá wa dáadáa. Ó kàn nídìí pé ká pilot journey wa ni, ká má ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbé. Kó béèrè lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ti Kristẹni, kó béèrè lọ́wọ́ Ifá, kó béèrè lọ́wọ́ Mùsùlùmí. Ìrìn àjò yìí o, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó dàrú mọ́ wa o. Bó kò ń ṣe pé ká wá takú síbẹ̀ bí tí a bá bà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbo British passport láàárọ̀ yìí. Kí ni rating ẹ̀? And I think if I'm right, if we make sure we must saw the right thing to be daddy. I've seen it, but I want to get it right to make sure. And I'll tell you the world's most powerful passport for 2022. We'll come off it with Britain. Once again, okay, but mix it to Switzerland gone. I think Switzerland is number 2. I'm mixing Switzerland up. I don't know why I'm going a bit. Yes, Switzerland is number 2. Global ranking, only late. Number 2. Nigeria, global ranking. Bro. Nigeria was 80. Nigeria 80. Okay. South Sudan, 82. Now, let's go and look at the British one. I think British is number 7. Because no wonder about it is Switzerland, I just 7. The British one to just 7. Passport index. Yeah, bro. Global ranking. Yeah, I think it's number 7. I'm not sure why. I think it's number 7. It's 7. Yeah, number 7. I'm right. Out of 190 destinations, Britain is number 7. Only Meiji. And this is a country to call up Nigeria. Our number 80. 80 mo put in Nigeria. Britain number 7. Check Estonia, less than 40,000 people, ranking 7. So why are we doing this is just to enlighten our people that Estonia is number 11 in the passport ranking. Estonia 11. And tabalo the population one. La Roy. Estonia. The whole population is 38,000. You can see why they've told you lies for a very. My job is to debunk all the lies that you have been told for the last 62 years of what you called Nigeria. A country that is not even up to 40,000. Estonia is a German-speaking, 25-kilometer long principality between Austria and Switzerland. Láàrin méjèèjì yẹn ló wà. Bàbá yẹn tó kàn fún mi ní iṣẹ́ ṣe. ọ̀bọ̀ tó ń fún mi ní super chat tó ń ràn mí iṣẹ́, thank you so much. But it's good for educational purpose. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń lé mẹ́rin kọ́ parọ́ fún yín náà. All these lies that these politicians are creating, giving you the don't fún yín ní impression pé bá ṣe tóbi yẹn la dá. No. Àdá bá ṣe tóbi, irọ́ ló bá dé. It's all lies. Ẹ pé bí Nàìjíríà ṣe tóbi yẹn, òun ló san wá, kò san wá rárá, irọ́ ló bá dé. Lestonia, àbí no, Lechistan, their passport ranking, pálí wọn ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ o, pálí yẹn. Ẹ ṣe gan-an bàbá Abíọ́dún Ògúntóyìnbó, no retreat, no surrender. Pálí wọn, number 11 ló rank. Ti Britain, ta fi padà sílẹ̀ nǹkan, is number 7. So àwọn British máa káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé, but ìwọ tó jọmọ Nàìjíríà tí Britain create, wọn ò ní jẹ́ kó wọ̀lú yìí. You understand what that means now? How many of you must have tried to get a visa to UK and you put all those documents together and a 23-year-old British look at that document and say, no, we're not going to allow you to come here. If we are a country that was working up to maybe in the 80s, where we were respected, because in the 80s, people were getting their visa. No. Okomada 10 ticket. Tam, Otibosori Oko. To ba de sale ni bibai, ni immigration port. Lọ́sẹ̀ mama bèrè pé, how many days? Mama bẹ̀ pé how many days? No. I want to no. We're just using 5 days. Because ọmọ pé ẹ̀fẹ̀ pẹ́ ní bibai. Because nígbà yẹn owó ń ṣe yànfùn nílé. Àwọn èèyàn rí kan ṣe. People thought Nigeria. Ìyẹn ló ṣe máa ń fún yín ní impression pé Nigeria ṣì máa dá o. Ó ti darí nígbà kan ṣì máa dá o. Irọ́ ńláńlá ló dé bẹ́ẹ̀. It is all lies. So this identity that we are talking about today, Eshegoni Yawa Janet, is the first reason why we say we want to go. Because identity ti Britain fún wa. Britain ló fún wa lá identity tá à ń lò lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn. Tá à ń pè ní Nàìjíríà. Britain ò ní jáde kó sọ fún yín pé kẹ́ lọ pín. Britain ò ní sọ fún yín pé kẹ́ lọ declare. Britain máa wá ọ̀nà kọ̀nà láti sọ fún wa pé ká remain, ká unite, ká wà together, ká bára wa ṣe, ẹ má bára yín jà. Kí lẹ̀ ń bára yín jà fún? Àwọn mọ̀ pé àgbọ́ ìdí ara wa, àmọ́ a lè bára wa ṣe. Mo kí ń bẹ̀ yá wa dúpẹ́ Agboola, ẹ káàbọ̀ sókè ètò. Ìlú tó fún wa ní Nàìjíríà lélẹ̀. Pálí tọ̀dọ̀ tí wọ́n. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni irọ́ ló bá dé. You're right, Mr. David. Pálí tọ̀dọ̀ tí wọ́n kò síbi tí kò rìn sí. Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run yẹn á gbé British passport dání sọ́wọ́. Ọkùnrin máa dè bí ìgbà tẹ́ pé ó ti dé heaven ni. Heaven tó ń sọ yẹn, ẹja tẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ jayé heaven yẹn nísàlẹ̀ náà ká tó máa lọ sókè lọ́hùn. Ẹ̀sìn ìwà àtọ́lọ́hùn nìyẹn. Àwọn Britain ò sí tó kàn wọ́n pẹ̀lú ẹ̀sìn. Ní pé kò sẹ́ẹ̀sìn o. But fún ẹni tó believe, but tẹ̀ tí ìjayé yìí dáadáa, ẹ̀sìn kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ pé ta bá dọ̀run. Ìwọ tí mo tó wà lọ́run náà. So if anybody is telling you that, wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kí Tinubu lọ débẹ̀ lọ ṣe ń pariwo Yorùbá nation no, ẹ bèrè pé identity wo ni Tinubu ń lò tó ń fi travel. Because I'm sure he's not using a Nigerian passport. And if he's using a Nigerian passport, he also have a different passport. And if he doesn't have a different passport, he must have at least multiple visa on his own passport. But a lot of you that are fighting over these politicians, their children are all in UK or somewhere all over the globe. Mo wá ń fi tẹlẹ́dùmarè ti Jésù Kristi ti ànábì mo fi ń bẹ̀ gbogbo yín ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká gba Yorùbá nation kí a lè change identity yẹn. Ṣẹ̀rí ilé tí Britain fún wa tá à ń pè ní Nàìjíríà mo fi Ọlọ́run bẹ̀ wá ni ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe gbogbo ìgbìyànjú torí pé identity tá gbé dání òun ló ń ṣe okùnfà fún a lot of things tó ń ṣe wá lénìí. I know sometimes you probably say, boy, kilo too jello, too quiet, too calm by. That's the way the presentation is. Mo fi t'Ọlọ́run ọba tó dá gbogbo wa. Ọ̀rọ̀ sentiment kan lélẹ̀. Ṣé ilé òní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú APC? Kò ní bá wọn jà, bínú sí yín. But torí ẹni tó ń ṣe APC náà, kódà kò tí ì rí pálí gangan ṣe kò rí ìgbà ní Ìkòyí. Whereas àwọn Niger wọ́n issue Nigerian passport fún wọn, wọ́n kó wọn wọlé. Ṣe jẹ́ ká change identity wa. Yes, the hidden glory of Yoruba must come. But it can't come if we remain in Nigeria. It's a fact. At 1 o'clock, I will open my line so that you can also have your own say. Somebody says using a British passport. Tó bá ń bọ̀ Nigeria, àwa gbé Nigerian passport síta. Ìyẹn Tinubu ni o. Tó bá ń padà bọ̀ Nigeria, ẹ mọ̀ pé tó bá dé, ó ti ṣó ẹ̀rí lójú kan tó wà ní kinní kan tó wá ṣe Nigerian passport. Definitely tó bá ń bọ̀ lé kí ló máa lò tẹ́lẹ̀. Ìbí Nigeria ló ń bọ̀. But we are now waiting for àgbáyé láti wá change identity mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. UN do not give countries. Kò síbi tí United Nations ti ń fún yàn nílùú. 247 people have not yet helped us to push the GoFundMe. We said if we get 250 people at $100. Lánàá mo sọ fún yín pé àwọn tó wà nílé kò ṣe wọ́n ló lò ṣe. We know that, government of the day, either PDP or APC or Nigeria, has literally turned a lot of our people. 100,000 naira shouldn't be a lot of money to an average Yoruba man, but trust me, owó yẹn pọ̀ nísìnyí. But bàbá wa kan nílé tí mo ní dárúkọ, wọ́n send 100,000 sí account mi lánàá, mo lè ti convert ẹ̀, mo ti bá wọn ṣe owó yẹn, mo ti send ẹ̀ sínú GoFundMe lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. I'm sure if you ask them, Koiki báwo ló ṣe ṣe yẹn, mo lo pounds tèmi níbí báyìí ni, so mo ṣẹ́wó yẹn fún wọn. And I think it gave us almost, we should spend £100 sharp. Loyal account Milano. So I think it's about $120. Look what I want, right? Thank you so much. And he's a very strong supporter. So, and before I open my phone line, where are we? We still appreciate those of you that are saying, Koiki, I would like to share to Rashama Shilo. Èmi máa ń sọ pé oríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà la máa gbà fi gba Yorùbá nation. But mo bẹ̀ wá ni. UN kọ́ ló máa change identity yẹn fún wa. Àwa la gbọ́dọ̀. Nigerian passport is a toxic. Ìyá mi Jọkẹ́. Mo bẹ̀ wá ni. Let us. Thank you so much, Latif Adebayo. So, if you haven't donated to the $10, you can still do so. But around tó bá ní díẹ̀ lọ́wọ́. It's only 27,000 as we speak right now. I was even expecting it to $30,000. The most I might hit. 50,000. So let's hope that before the end of the program, we can at least, maybe hit it to $30,000. So my share link and sit from link. Then at 1 o'clock, I will open my line. You only call the studio line today. No double calling on another line. If you don't know the studio line, just don't bother to call. Bashir Ejeba, studio line, etc. If we do not allow our identity to be changed, we will all remain and be told we are Nigerians. Some of us will be okay, even in Nigeria. And a lot of us won't be okay in Nigeria. Some of us will be okay outside the country. But we won't do any delay. Because there's no way these children are going back to Yoruba land if we remain in Nigeria. There's no way. Laye, I pity those that take their children to Nigeria right now from abroad. And I say I pity you because you've got to be very, very careful. Not because of anything. Nigeria is not what it as it is. And to one leg on fi jáde. Àwọn ọmọ tó wà nínú ilé, àwọn kan fi jáde. Kàmáì tí wàá sọ pé thank you so much, Kingsley. In Kocha, all hail our Biafra. We love you so much. So, the GoFundMe is already been put out there. If you want to put the money in, let's hit it to 30,000. You are better off to take your children to another country. Don't Koiki kò sí kankan èmi ò ní mí kankan máa wà o. I just pray pé kò sí kankan náà ni o. Nigeria is not worth it. Even as we speak right now, don't take it. Don't do it. Ẹni tó wá lọ́mọ nílé lọ́hùn. Tẹ́fọ́ ọmọ yín sí school, ẹ rí kọ́ wọn padà máa gbé wọn padà bọ̀ ní abroad. Ẹ máa gbé wọn padà bọ̀ ní abroad. Ẹ má fi wọn sí Nigeria for now. Tó bá ní passport, tó wà nílùú mi, ẹni wọn school lọ́hùn, ẹ withdraw wọn lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ kan padà wá sí bíbá. And tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ kọ́ àwọn ọmọ yín lọ holiday, I wish you all the best. That's all I can say. I wish you all the best. As we're just about 3 minutes to open my phone line, Yoruba Nation is our future if we have a Yoruba passport. Some of you are asking what is the update on the Yoruba passport. I have no update on that as we speak. We hope we will get one where we can tell you. Where are we in terms of this movement? A lot of people want to know all the time, níbo ni ìrìnàjò yìí dé, awuyewuye ti pọ̀ jù. Kìíní kan mo sọ pé tó bá wọn ẹ̀fún nìyẹn kó túbọ̀ wá sísàlẹ̀ díẹ̀ sí kó má pọ̀n mi lórí Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ dá dúró. That's all I know. Bó bá wọn ṣẹrẹ́ ẹ̀fún nìyẹn táwọn ẹ̀ tọ́lédùmarè bá fẹ́ ṣe kó túbọ̀ wálẹ̀ kó kàn mí lórí Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ dúró. That's all I'm interested in. So plus 44 74 04 4405 917. Mọ̀ pé dáadáa bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ṣe jẹ́ kí èèyàn pè bọ́ fún mi ní few minutes máa tún pè again. So WhatsApp only, or you can call direct. Don't try to call the other number. I gave the preference just for yesterday. Let's focus on the studio number. And talk about my studio number. There's nothing I can do to that. I've tried my best to continue to tell you to have that number. Kede tó pè phone ni ẹ make sure pé number tá pè síta lẹ pè so that we don't because I'm going to mo wà lórí live broadcast bàbá ẹ fún mi ní update yẹn later mo wà lórí live broadcast. Hello. Àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa tán rìn. They are crisscrossing every day. Làwọn èèyàn crisscross. Mo bá wọn kan sọ̀rọ̀ lórí video call. Wọ́n wà ní mọ́tò ibi tó ń lọ kò sí tó kàn yín pẹ̀lú yẹn. Èmi nìkan ló kàn. Mo ti bá wọn kan náà ṣe pàdé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lẹ́nìí. I've been at least, I've spoken to few people that they were doing different kind of things. You can also do the same thing as well. I'm just 1 minute away, few minutes. Those of you that are listening to me on the Twitter, we will switch over. Ṣé pé mo ní mo fẹ́ switch? So má pè, kó tó bá pè ó máa disturb o. Bàbá tó dẹ̀ ń pè náà, mi ní láti sọ fún wọn pé kó yé pè mí because he shouldn't be calling me now. Just gonna call him on my laptop. Because I go to my Twitter. I'm going to call anything, bro. Ẹ má pè mí mo wà lórí live show, ẹ má sọ anything. Ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀, mo wà lórí live show. I sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ pè mí lẹ́yìn tẹ́ bá ti tán. A ní ká ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ later, mo wà lórí live show. Ẹ má dẹ̀ pè number yẹn mọ́. Ẹ ń disturb me. All right, bye for now.
Okay.
Àwọn èèyàn pé ọ̀bọ yìí ibi sójà ni ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. So, any show jẹ́ kí n end, mo lẹ́yìn láti kọ́kọ́ end broadcasting properly. So if you're watching on Twitter, I'm going to start it on this phone. Then you can continue watching us and then we can take calls. I have a bit of time. Hopefully we still have a bit of cell on all our phones. You can now also have your own voice to say. Once again, plus 447404405917. Yoruba Nation is our future. May God protect our land and may God bless Yoruba Nation. Yoruba Nation must be declared before the end of this year. Whether heaven will come down, we don't care. We must declare Yoruba Nation. So let's take some of the calls. You only have, just under 2-3 minutes to pass your message and your contribution, and then we go from there. Hello, caller. You are on.
Mr. Koiki, Ekaso.
Ekaso, sir.
Ekaso.
Mandainlo, Ekaso, sir.
Yoruba Nation
has come to stay. Inshallah.
No going back. So inú mi dùn púpọ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ gbé wá lọ́sàn-án yìí gan. Inú mi dùn, mo appreciate gidi gan ni. Lateef Adébáyọ̀ ló ń sọ̀rọ̀. So inú mi dùn pẹ̀lú bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yìí. Ó tún máa jẹ́ kó yé àwọn tí ò yé nínú àwọn èèyàn wa. Torí bí ọjọ́ mélòó kan tí mo ń pè é sí, mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí identity yẹn, lórí passport yẹn pé wọ́n ti fi wọn kó bá titi wa. pé ẹ lè fi ìwà tiwa wé títí mọ ìwà tiwa yàtọ̀ ọmọlúwàbí èèyàn ni wá àwa kì í lu jìbìtì àwa kì í hùwàkiwà ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó ti kó wọn papọ̀ ń sìn.
ẹni tó bá tẹ̀ lù wàá mọ̀ pọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ni tí Yorùbá bá lu jìbìtì níta ká mọ̀ pé Yorùbá ló ṣe crime yẹn kọ́ máa mix ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Nigerians pé tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ Igbo ni àti mọ̀ pọ̀ ọmọ Igbo ni but tá a bá sì wà nínú Nigeria gbogbo ọlọ́ máa kó papọ̀ so a sọ pé kò sáwọn tó ń ṣe jìbìtì a sọ pé kò ní sáwọn tó máa fẹ́ tọwọ́ bọ̀ dé àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké but a fẹ́ mọ̀ pọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá lẹ́ni tó ń ṣe gangan that's all identity ni.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni inú mi dùn pẹ̀lú nǹkan tẹ́ gbé wa lọ́sàn-án yìí Ọlọ́run máa ràn yín lọ́wọ́ ṣe ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ò ní bàjẹ́ o.
àṣẹ o.
òmìnira náà pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn pẹ̀lú àlàáfíà lọ́nba fi gba ọkọ̀ ní bá ìnira ní lágbára Ọlọ́run. ṣe gbọ́ ẹ ṣe gan wa appreciate kọ́ tẹ́ gbé wálé nìkan mo dúpẹ́ gan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
ẹ ṣe gan ni and that's our first caller just appreciate him mo kí gbogbo àwọn tó wà lórí our mix LR wọ́n rí mi but they are listening and I can assure you they are listening attentively. You can also call in. We are live in any first 13:02 that means 1 p.m. Ololu. Tẹ́ bá ń wò lórí Wo TV, you are watching a repeated program. You are not watching it live. Tẹ́ bá ń wò lórí any other blog, you are not watching a live transmission. If it's a live transmission, even if it's saying to you live, it's not live. It is only be live when I say it's live. And I'm sure tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ débẹ̀ yẹn, ó yẹ kẹ́ máa mọ̀ pé bọ̀bọ́ tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì ní yóò ṣe live mọ́. So that's what I just want us to understand. While we still hopefully get calls, I still have so much I can always discuss. Now, the fear of a lot of Nigerians at home now is, oh, the devil we know. Let's keep it. Let's pamper it. Let's nurture it. And that's why you have a lot of these influencers. They are there on Twitter right now, pushing the agenda of Nigeria on your neck. You surely on be seeing because the more they are pushing you to support one Nigeria, the more your head Amakisino, some of them they've been paid serious money. Atiku has money to give all these influencers. Only the call of money $10,000, $20,000. Tinubu let the call of anybody in £20,000. He has that kind of money. But you, these Nigerian people, where they watch me, you won't go vote. Go bring Peter Obi can change the waiting full and he don't plan. You think Peter Obi can change the narratives of what a Fulani man has put in place? You think Tinubu can change what? Some say, yeah, because this argument about these Yoruba people, some of you are, sometimes I just, when they come in, I just laugh. Yeah, the kakakate walo dibo Igbo, adibo Yoruba. Your identity is not Nigeria. Your real identity. Pé kàkàkà jẹ́ kí Fulani tó wọlé ìyẹn Àtíkù ló ń sọ. Àlọ́ dìbò Yorùbá. You be mumu. Ṣé Fulani terrorist kan ní Tinubu gbé sẹ́yìn? You be mumu man. You think because he will be chief commander, Abi, he will then change the narratives. Thank you so much for watching us all the way from Idiroko on Twitter. Sherry, you know, come over lati Idiroko. You are all abroad on Twitter. You know, over lati Idiroko on Twitter. None of them are ready to help you with your identity. So let's go back. Let's go and look at Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is a German-speaking. The whole population is not up to 40,000. Their passport ranks number 11 on the passport index.
Hello?
Hello, good Carson.
Yes, quick to life. Báwo ni o Koiki?
Adúpẹ́.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Àwọn ọmọ Oòduà kọ́ everybody.
Àlàáfíà ni gbogbo wa.
Ẹ kú lu ẹ kú ṣẹ́ o. Ọlọ́run á máa fún yín ṣe o.
Àfi gbogbo wa ṣe mi nìkan. Gbogbo ọlọ́mọ Yorùbá.
Yes. Yeah. I really happy. Inú mi dùn sí program tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe láàárọ̀ yìí. Nípa awareness nípa education fáwọn èèyàn àti awareness yẹn nípa bí a ṣe wà ní under abẹ́gbèkùn Nàìjíríà. Okay. Sẹ́rí ó dàbí nígbà mo wo program yìí mo máa ń bá àwọn èèyàn sọ mo dẹ̀ máa ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kan tí Nàìjíríà kọ́kọ́ ṣe Nàìjíríà tó ṣe ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó yẹ kí every Yorùbá àtọmọ kékeré àtàgbàlagbà àtọbìnrin àtọkùnrin kí wọ́n lọ jókòó kan kọ́kọ́ lọ ronú ni pé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kan tí Nàìjíríà ṣẹ̀ wá ni pé wọ́n ti bà ọmọlúwàbí wa jẹ́. A typical Yoruba man, son and daughter, they born us into Omoluabi. Omoluabi have a very complex meaning. It's a very complex word. I could remember when we are growing, tomo kekere baja. Wọ́n á pè wá, èyí tó bá sòtọ́nu wa, àwọn àgbàlagbà ní, ohun tó rí pé Omoluabi ni ìwọ máa lọ. Ìwọ kejì wọ́n á dá dọ̀bálẹ̀, wọ́n á nà án. Wọ́n nítorí pé parọ́ ó ṣèké ó ṣe nǹkan bẹ̀tọ̀ ọmọlúàbí yẹn wọ́n á dálẹ̀ kó máa lọ so wọ́n bí wa sínú ọmọlúàbí. Now orílẹ̀-èdè
loud and clear I'm going sir.
So now orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà yìí láti 1914 tí a ti kó wa sí tí British ti kó wa sínú ìgbèkùn yìí now àti abàdé lẹ́fù débi pé ọmọ Yorùbá dúró báyìí a máa gé orí èèyàn. Pastor Yorùbá, ìmáàmù Yorùbá, babaláwo Yorùbá, wọ́n wà ní ilé ìsìn wọn, wọ́n máa gé ọmọ ènìyàn wélewèle. Now, ṣé ẹni Yorùbá tó bá jí láàárọ̀ tó bá lè dá ronú dáadáa nù. Now, kò dẹ̀ sí bí nǹkan ṣe máa bẹ́tà sí tàbí kò sí bí nǹkan yẹn ṣe máa bẹ́tà. Nàìjíríà máa jẹ́ kó wọ́ọ̀sì ni. Mo ń wo program kan because mo máa ń take time láti wo àwọn Biafra stations àwọn Biafra bloggers nǹkan láti fi ro nǹkan tó ń lọ nípa gbogbo ìrìn àjò wa yìí. Now mo realize pé mo sorry o mo respect àwọn gbogbo even àwọn Igbo you understand. So but the truth of the matter is this Yorùbá ń wọ́ rẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀ bó ti yẹ lọ. Kí là ń wá ní contraption yìí for God's sake. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kúrò because tẹ́ bá wo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí ò bá because Ọlọ́run fún wa ní orí ọ̀fẹ́ láti kí brain wa kó máa ṣiṣẹ́ bákan náà. Bẹ̀tẹ̀ kí ẹ tó bá lè dá ronú dáadáa kó máa sọ fún àwọn yòókù pé kí ni èèyàn tàbí ìran èèyàn tàbí orílẹ̀-èdè kan need láti survive. Okay, àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n need láti survive kò kí ń ṣe gold kò kí ń ṣe wúrà kò kí ń ṣe fàdákà kan bì kan kò kí ń ṣe epo ọ́ìlì kan bì kan no etí orílẹ̀-èdè tàbí àwọn èèyàn need láti survive ojú ilẹ̀ omi òkun oòrùn ọkùnrin àtobìnrin torí wọ́n pé tí wọ́n kọ́ pé iṣẹ́ bábà rí wọ́n lè kọ́ ẹ níṣẹ́ bábà wọ́n lè kọ́ ẹṣẹ́ bíríkìlà wọ́n lè kọ́ ẹ pé o lè di dókítà o lè di nọ́ọ̀sì wọ́n wọ́n àgbàtà ní gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yẹn kílẹ̀ ń ba àwọn ènìyàn fún. So gbogbo àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ní Nàìjíríà orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà yìí dẹ̀ ti dorí ẹ̀ kodò tá a bá dẹ̀ ń wò àwọn tó ń sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ lọ dìbò fún Tinubu mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kan sì máa fẹ́ kọ́kọ́ gbàbí àdúrà náà títẹ̀ mi lèmi fẹ́ sọ understand. Now ẹni Yorùbá tó bá mọ̀ pé òun ní ìgbésí ayé tòun lò tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ràn rẹ̀ dáadáa àdúrà tí mo fẹ́ ṣe yìí tí n bá ti ṣàdúrà yẹn kó sàmì more than 500 times. Tinubu àdúrà náà ni pé kó bá kọ̀ lákàrà náà sí Tinubu kó ló fẹ́ jẹ president Nàìjíríà lọ́la please kíkó òjijì ó palẹ̀ ni because tí Tinubu dangerous ó dẹ̀ desperate ju anything lọ tí Tinubu bá jẹ president àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n pariwo pé kí làwọn wà láyé lẹ́nu fún because tẹ́ ẹ bá wo gbogbo nǹkan tó ń lọ Nàìjíríà now àwọn Haúsá Fúlàní well anything tẹ́ bá ti ń fẹ́ nípa àti dá Nàìjíríà yẹn rú ọ̀dọ̀ southern president tẹ́ ti máa ń get here. If you look at it this Sharia law we are talking about Sharia law tá à ń sọ yìí kẹ́sì Ọbásanjọ́ lójókòó tó sáì rẹ̀ ni okay our people dey struggle láti gbé Sharia system wọnú Nigerian law long time ago they don't because of the greediness of Ọbásanjọ́ signed it in 2003. That's why they went into full-blown Sharia system or Sharia law. I have a friend, okay, that went as a delegations to Obasanjo that time. I asked him, why do you do this? Obasanjo was chatting rubbish. Okay? So now, Yorùbá dẹ̀ sọ pé kò sí bá a ṣe máa perí kòkò ẹ̀dá bá a ṣe máa perí ajá tá à ní perí kòkò tá a fi ṣe. Obasanjo is the Obasanjo tó wá bọ́ táǹsì tó ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbáwájú ló ń lọ London ló ń bọ̀ nǹkan kan. Ẹni Yorùbá tó bá lísìn sí Obasanjo tó bá lísìn sí Obasanjo ọlọ́mọ kò regret ìjọ tó wáyé because ọmọ àdánwò ni Ọbásanjọ́ fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá ọmọ àdánwò gidi ni bàbá yẹn níjọ́ tó bá dẹ̀ kú níjọ́ tó bá kú kú oró tàbí kú ẹ̀sìn tó bá fẹ́ kú mo rò pé Yorùbá bẹ̀rẹ̀ àlàáfíà rẹ̀ okay so now ọmọ wa ló kàn Tinubu ló kàn tí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn lé káàkiri yẹn ẹ tó bá lọ dìbò fún Tinubu please mark my words ẹlòmí Yorùbá náà á káwọ́ á sunkún á wá omi kò ní rí á sọ pé kí ló ń wà láyé lẹ́nìí fún because táìmì ẹni gbogbo lọ gbogbo àwọn òfin táwọn Haúsá ń ṣọ́gù fún tí for example bí irú water bills tí Buhari ń tì káàkiri immediately tí Tinubu bá ti wọlé Tinubu máa pass it straight away so wàhálà ń bọ̀. Then Atiku whatever wàhálà ti ẹ̀ nìyẹn fún ètí tèmi ní pé lórí Atiku ní pé because kọ́ máa sọ pé bóyá PDP ni mí ti tèmi lórí Atiku ní pé tí mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí gbogbo Yorùbá tàbí Igbo tètè take bí mo ṣe sọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí pé Fúlàní kan from Niger kò lè lo ọdún mẹ́jọ tán Canada Fúlàní from Cameroon which is Atiku kó tó take over please ẹ má jẹ́ ká àlàyé lè kó ẹ má jẹ́ kí yóò tẹ̀ ṣe é ṣe Atiku is no go alright. Tẹ́ bá ní kẹ́mi mú kan nínú gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó ń ṣe gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yìí understand Ṣòwòrẹ́ nìkan mo mú Ṣòwòrẹ́ òde lè win Òbí tó ń pariwo fẹ́rẹ́fẹ́rẹ́ káàkiri bí ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ tí ò da is more wicked than Atiku and Tinubu are more dangerous so ó tẹ̀kí ni pé ẹ̀yin Yorùbá nation àwa Yorùbá people ẹ jọ̀ọ́ àtọmọ kékeré àtàgbàlagbà wa kò sí because kò sí anybody tó lè dá kiri ìgbà tó lè dá ilẹ̀ Yorùbá gbà we need almost collective efforts of all of us please before it is getting too late. Tẹ́lẹ̀ Ìgbòho ò lè dàgbà Bàbá Akíntóyè wọn ò lè dàgbà it takes almost every effort of all of us please ẹ jẹ́ ká di wàhálà tó ń bọ̀ because wàhálà tó wà fún wa nù Nàìjíríà tó ń dúró de wa nù Nàìjíríà ó pọ̀ jọjọ. Please, ẹ jẹ́ ká fọ́ orílẹ̀-èdè wa ebi ò lè pa wá Ọlọ́run ti kẹ́ wa with àti tírẹ́ẹ̀nì ọmọkùnrin àti ọmọbìnrin káàkiri àgbáyé nínú Nàìjíríà bẹ́ẹ̀ àti káàkiri àgbáyé tọ́lọ̀ ti fún lọ́pọlọ tẹ́lẹ̀ manage resources tọ́lọ̀ fún wa because at our level you understand Nigeria legislation level is just at the procurement level okay it's not rocket science okay. What I mean by that is this: if Britain wanted to, Britain as a UK, United Kingdom wanted to legislate on aviations, they have to think about what about the we want to produce aeroplane here. There's a creativity on aeroplane to do but engineering aspect of it, scientific aspect of it, they will do everything. But in Nigerian one, we just need to buy it and train the pilots. That's our level. Okay? Right. So please, ká gba orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá wa kó nú ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà yìí torí wàhálà tó ń dúró dè wá nú Nàìjíríà yìí ó pọ̀ ju ìbẹ̀rù tá à ń bẹ̀rù lọ. Please.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, I would always give him a bit of time because I know he has so much to talk about. Let's take the next call. Prince from US, and then we continue. Once again, we're talking about the identity. We're analyzing and explaining why hiding under Nigerian identity is not allowing us to shine as people. Nigerian passport ranks number 80 in the world. Britain to Passport number 7. Switzerland is not up to 9 million, is number 2. And the expectation is in 10 years, a Yoruba passport can at least be between 1 to 20. And it will give us opportunity to explore the world. Hello, caller. Good morning or good afternoon as you're joining.
Inú wọn ti pọ̀ ní orí wọn dẹ̀ ti yí wọ́n fàtí ti yí wọn lórí Tinubu fúnra ẹ̀ gan kò mọ ohun tó ń ṣe mọ́ kò mọ ohun tó ń ṣe Boko Haram tó ń gbé tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn tó wà lẹ́yìn tó ń fọ́ọ̀sì sí lẹ́yìn Shettima ṣèbó gbọ́ fídíò tí Shettima ṣe síta Shettima ti pẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́dì Shettima ní kí Tinubu kó di Èkó mú kó máa di pé ó mọ̀ nípa economy pé kó máa dìfẹ́ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ Èkó ó ti fi àìsí pọ̀ president ó lóun ló máa di Àbújá mú ló máa wà ní pé ó ló máa jẹ́ chief security fídíò yẹn wọ́n máa ń ta ẹni kí ṣe kó ibẹ̀ kó sẹ́ǹdì ẹ̀ sí Tinubu rí fídíò yẹn ó gbọ́ fídíò yẹn ó rí àwọn tó ń tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn náà rí wọ́n gbọ́ síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ wọ́n ń polówó ẹlọgba PVC ẹ máa dìbò etí wọ́n di ikú tó máa pa Tinubu lórí létí ẹ̀ di sí yẹn.
All right, thank you so much. Once again, our focus point is not even on Tinubu. Let's focus more on our identity. As far as I'm concerned, all I say is that the more we're even mentioning Tinubu, is like we're giving them, a preference. Our identity, so we should just, allow that to be as it is. Hello, caller, it goes okay.
Hello, for now, the debate about hashtag. So, rally. Twitter náà kí àwọn èèyàn náà máa send gbogbo àwọn kìnìún hashtag yẹn so gbogbo àgbáyé wọ́n lè fi mọ̀ so kí mo àbátí mo ní kí
Okay, Eshegoni, very good advice there. Making use of the Twitter is the last caller, which is very, very important. As we continue, I was just putting the headline because I didn't do so when I was starting the program. So because I want to let Starr radio, let want program Tanshilo. So if somebody probably joined along in the morning, you realize that we were on the Starr radio. We have a new caller that is also coming through. Let's go straight. Once again, identity I'm sorry, Lori, politics in Nigeria is not of our own interest. Interest in one be Europe, but if we daduro, lady. Hello, caller, everyone's okay. I'm going.
Hello, brother,
I'm going.
Okay. So I want to Carlos, the question can anybody to buy what can they solve the problem? Because the problem problem is the solution. So since whether it's a solution, it's better for us everybody go law separate ways.
Okay.
So with what is going on now, God has given us our freedom because God of freedom I won't see don't let me go into details. What I'm saying that it's such a structure that I want
okay.
Because if you have a candidate to divide by ethnicity, the country has already been divided already. So it's opportunity for us. Very, very soon. After our rally, a lot of things will unfold. Which is unfold already.
Yes,
because there are a lot of division and everyone come.
Then
it's a plus to us and it's our gain.
Then
if Nigeria will divide this year, me I'm having that belief. When you are to have shared it, you could give me alone if you want to divide this year. Who will see the doing?
Then Ben.
The country has already been divided.
Ben.
Has already been divided. Everybody is fighting for his own people. Where he work on. So let's go put divide the country. Everybody go separate ways. Put that with them, politics in I put the Arab. I'm not okay.
Ben.
Kò sí kọ́tọ́ fẹ́ sọ fún mi ní Yorùbá tí mo dé tán bó bá sọ Ìjẹ̀bú máa gbọ́ bó sọ Èkìtì máa gbọ́ bó sọ Oǹdó máa gbọ́ ní general Yorùbá tá à ń sọ.
You're right. You're right.
So why are these unity beggars begging us to stay together for whose purpose?
For the benefit of who? Yeah. The more they back keep Nigeria, you become a statistics. I'm a statistics like by you.
I'm not keeping this Nigeria for my generation. I'm not keeping this Nigeria for my children. Let's this country, let's just scatter.
Yeah.
But by God's grace, I have that assurance. They have divided. If the gatekeepers know that this is how this election 2023, which is told is Chile. So I go by the turn out. They will not play to our. They are already playing to our hands. Let me go into details. They are playing to our hands.
Yeah.
So
thank you so much. The time is just coming up to 22 minutes past. Thank you so much, African Confidential, for the super chat. It also comes with a message. The message is that we need 250 people that can give $100 each. And African Confidential will continue to help us to monitor how many people have donated that $100. If we have 250 people, it will quickly give us the $50,000 that is needed for the security fund. The security fund is not for Koiki Media. The security fund, as it says, is to use for security purposes in Nigeria. We appreciate everyone that have contributed so far, but it says we need just 243 more people to donate at least $100 each into the Ominira security account within this month. Others can also donate whatever they can. Let's play our part so declaration will come easy. I will repeat it again. United Nations won't come down to Nigeria and divide us. Our identity will be recognized under United Nations as Nigerians if we do not change that over ourselves. How will depend on how we want to do it, not how the United Nations wants to do it. Hello, caller.
Hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. In fact, I really enjoy your program. And ìgbàgbọ́ mi ni pé ẹ̀yin kọ́ lẹ̀ ń ṣe kínní yẹn because tó bá yẹ strength yín nìkan ó máa rẹ̀ yín because I listen to you every now and then. So ìgbàgbọ́ mi nìyẹn. Bishop mi kan sọ̀rọ̀ kan ó ní nothing good comes cheap. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo ilé ìtàn sọ wọ̀nyẹn pé wàhálà máa wà sí àníri kan báwo la ṣe fẹ́ ṣe gbogbo wọ̀nyẹn irọ́ ni. Bàbá ṣe fẹ́ dàrú ni ká dàrú kájà gba country tiwa kakú lábẹ́ wọn. That is all I believe. So gbogbo pé nothing good comes cheap. Even with the certificate in your hand, only that sùn is because that certificate is valuable. So by the valuable, you don't get it cheap, even at the roadside. And on the drop where you pick it. So kò sí nǹkan tí ènìyàn fẹ́ gbà tó bá ti dá èèyàn lè rí nínú ìrọ̀rùn. Gbogbo ilé ìtàn sọ pé kìnìún tó kàn ń gbà á lẹ̀. Ṣé rí àwọn èèyàn wa wọ́n ti lójoojú. So even Bible God saw only the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent take it by force. So it's not something that we can get on a platter of goods. So that is all I have to say.
Thank you so much.
The message I sent to you on your WhatsApp.
I'll check it out. What's the response? Okay, then that's good.
Yes,
all right,
yes.
That's fine.
So
okay,
please,
then.
so that. All right, sir.
All right, Eshegoni. I was actually reading messages as far back as May. I went on Muwa in your consent, the Kokonsiwa, and Tebang Bomi. Please, maybe you just want to, get back to me again because you actually sent a message with Kafun and Wokoni Owokon I'm trying to, I didn't write your number out, but I hope the person will get in touch with me. I really wanted to also talk to you. I know I've sent a message, but I just wanted to talk to you. So I was actually looking for that, and I saw that our messages come out at May. With time down, she petition here. So maybe you will probably send a message. I didn't reply. Please, apology for that. I actually replied to 1 or 3 of you or 10 of you. I can't remember many people. There was also our brother that did a song. He's partially blinded, and he sent a message to me. But it's good that we spoke, because I did call him. He didn't pick up, but he called me back. And these are people that need the Yoruba nation more than me and you, because Nigeria do not even recognize that they're existing. Probably maybe some few NGOs there and there will give them 10 kobo, 20 kobo, and people think because 10 Yoruba tiwa to watch big glasses in loju, glasses that could lọ ṣe free test in the UK, tó bá ti fún yín ní tó gbé àwọn kan tó ń dín dòdò, tó ń dín ẹ̀wà, tó ń gbé machine fún yín, those are nonsense. Those are not long-term things that can work. Meanwhile, àwọn fi recognize àwọn. I mean, they're working. I'm not saying that ẹni tó ń ṣe NGO kò ṣe dáadáa, but lè work in the long run. Àwọn máa wà okay, confirm nìyẹn. Wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ o, but àwọn náà máa wà okay. Ẹ fi pé mo wà okay bí ṣe ń ṣe Yorùbá nation pé Victoria nìkan fún mi lọ. No, mo fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ kémi náà rówó tèmi. And the quicker we do that, the better. Because that's why I've restricted myself to so many things. Because I think by Yoruba nation time, hey, I expand a little bit. I let you know because I was sharing because the time you're going to see. I don't understand this. So when you end up with Kenji Okanwa, or she glaucoma, or you can who say only into a colossal hospital, cause she MIR scan. My company MIR, it's very, very expensive. MRI scan. MRI scan. Let me show you what the machine looks like. These are the kind of machine that we're talking about. Into my to my scan body, to my son to share. Don't believe these politicians. Forget about politicians. Politics, I'm sorry, we're talking about our identity. Morimbe Yami JP Ademola, welcome on board. Let's take the next call quickly. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello,
Mr. Koiki.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
And I know, sir.
Sir,
Àwa nìyẹn, sir.
Hello, sir.
Àwa nìyẹn.
Ọlọ́run á kún yín lágbára o. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ṣe Yorùbá ní iṣẹ́ tọkàntọkàn. Lágbára Ọlọ́run á kún yín lágbára. Ẹ ṣé gan-an, I really appreciate yín.
Àwa nìyẹn, sir.
Èmi náà kàn fẹ́ contribute sí program statement ẹni tó kọ́ ọ̀gbọ́n yẹn ni.
I go ahead.
Second to the last caller yìí, ẹni kan máa ṣe pé ikú fún Tinubu. Tó lè ọ́ ṣe nǹkan tó dùn àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá.
Ẹni kí ni sorry, mo gbọ́n kan tẹ sọ nísìn.
Support wa and gbogbo kí ni ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ náà.
Ẹni sùúrù, rewind there. Any more, because apparently mo ta èèyàn kan pè, so mo try as the message and ẹ̀fún kan máa pè mí. Kí lẹ sọ nísìn mo gbọ́n kan tẹ sọ, sorry.
In a negative way. Àwọn bàbá ó sì dì máa gbàgbá rẹ̀ kó dẹ̀ sì dì pàlẹ́sà. Ọtí kan tí èmi kan sọ ni pé bí ó ń fi tẹ̀kọ́ bá wọn proper ìjọ ẹ̀mọ̀ mi dáadáa. So èmi náà mo máa ń fa
Intense ọmọ tí get nǹkan so anyway, so I'm lost.
Èmi ti parí pé hello sir.
Intense ọmọ tí get mo ní kí ni nǹkan tẹ́ sọ because èmi ò gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ sọ, so mo try láti pé kẹ́ repeat nǹkan tẹ́ sọ.
Okay, caller yẹn sọ pé kó bá wọlé pé kí kó máa kú ọjọ́ tó bá wọlé yẹn ó máa kú.
Ẹ̀rí pè sórí nọ́mbà yìí mo lórí live show mi sọ fún tẹ́lẹ̀ náà mo ti sẹ́wọ̀n ẹ̀sẹ̀ sí i. So kí ló wá ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
So
mo ní kí ló wá ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin wá disagree pẹ̀lú àbí ẹ̀yin mo náà wá disagree pẹ̀lú ẹ̀.
Mi ò disagree títí mo fi disagree ni pé àwọn tó ẹ mọ̀ bí a ṣe wà even though kò tiẹ̀ jẹ́ ọ̀tá wa mú kò yẹ ká máa rọ́kù kò ká máa gbàdúrà fún.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, mo ti get it, so all right, that's fine. All right. Okay. All right, go ahead. Ṣé kò tẹ́lẹ̀ sọ ni ẹ àbí?
Rárá, mo bá contribute náà sẹ́rí lórí second caller yìí last caller yìí gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ ó wà all right. To be honest, àwa là ọ̀lẹ ló kàn ń dà wá láàmú. Ọ̀lẹ ló ń dà wá láàmú torí ọmọ ẹlẹ́rọ wa ń jẹ gbogbo ọmọ aláṣọ wà níta and there is nothing tí àwọn Haúsá or Fúlàní don contribute to develop the glory of Nigeria. The only people that develop the glory of Nigeria is Yoruba people. People contribute 1%. Yoruba contribute 28% of all the glory of Nigeria taking place in all over the globe. Yoruba no contribute to the glory one. And we had the Yoruba that contribute the glory of the entire country. We are the one that suffer most. Bíbélì dẹ̀ sọ pé àwọn Yorùbá sọ pé àgùntàn tó bá bá ajá rìn ó máa jẹ̀gbẹ́. Tí àgùntàn Yorùbá tètè ní ìfura, ìfẹ́ tó bá fura, ó yẹ kó tètè japa kó tètè máa bá wọn lọ. Torí Yorùbá nation ó wà tó wọ́pọ̀ tó dẹ̀ ó wà ìpọ̀pọ̀tàdì gbogbo irú youth tó bá mọ rírò ni ò kì í ṣe youth tí ò lórí rò. Torí youth tí ò ní rònú olóòtẹ̀lé Tinubu. Youth tí ọpọlọ orí ẹ ti dorí kodò ọpọlọ ní wọn ti jọba ó ti ní virus àwọn ló sì ń tẹ̀lé àwọn politician ní ẹlẹ́mà gbọ́ AAC ABC AAD kìnìkan. Gbogbo àwọn pípù yẹn ọpọlọ wọn ti yòrò ọpọlọ wọn ti kú dànù. Because I don't know how you are suffering and you are still following the politician that put you on that situation. You are still embracing them. So which means you are embracing stubbornness. You are embracing punishment. They kill you every day like a daily basis. They use their army to attack you. They use their DCS to attack you. To use their police officers to attack you. Just because of illegal law. And you are still following one Nigeria. Tinubu cannot even do a Lagos. Talk less of the whole Nigeria.
All right. As you follow me, like Shigoni, thanks so much. I would like to respond to the last caller. But because I'm trying to be a little bit calm, and I'm sure you've seen that from the beginning of the broadcast. So I'll just let it pass. But I've seen the comments already on the thread. I'll just let it pass. I'll let it pass. But I won't allow anybody to say anything on that again. And if you have to say, I'm going to let the call have to disconnect. We're not here to bash anybody.
Hello?
Any sort of caller, you can have your own say without contradicting any other person. It's called open mic. Into one caller and also does not mean you have to agree with it, but you don't have to come and just bash it. I am the one controlling the program. I don't give a fuck. Ni da fún gbogbo wọn. Ẹ má yẹ kí spirit mi kó change nísìn. Ẹgbọ́n sókè. Àwọn afẹ́ kú kọ́ kú dànù. Àtọ́ òkú kọ́. Àwọn èèyàn kú lójoojúmọ́ náà.
Ọlọ́run bọ́lọ́jọ́ mi àbá lọ́rẹ̀ mi. Lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹni ṣe tí lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run tó ń fún ní okun àtàgbára bẹ́ẹ̀ ni máa jí lóru lọ́sàn-án láàárọ̀ lálẹ́. Tẹ́ ń ṣe nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe. Ẹ ṣe nítorí ara yín because you are okay. So that feeling pé gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe fún àǹfààní everybody bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn tó mọ̀ ló mọ̀ àwọn tí ò mọ̀ òun ló pọ̀ jù Very most of our abroad, we believe we are going to fake to our one home. Because one second.
Ẹni mo sọ fún àwọn kan nígbà tí mo bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ láàárọ̀ mo ní ẹ̀rọ pọ̀rọ̀ Ìgbòho lélẹ̀ ni mo ní àwọn tèmi ní lọ́wọ́ exactly tí mo sọ fún àwọn tí wọ́n tí mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ láàárọ̀ nígbà tí wọ́n ní kìnnì kan mo ní eléyìí ìṣọ̀rọ̀ Ìgbòho gbogbo wa ní Ìgbòho the only difference kan ní pé èmi ò ní káwọn ọmọ tèmi wá sí Nàìjíríà láíláí wọn ní lọ Nàìjíríà kò sí àwọn ọlọ́fẹ́ ṣe ní Nàìjíríà ìtẹ̀yìn tẹ wà nílé ẹ̀yin náà máa wà ní problem.
Over 25 years tí mo ti wà ń lo òyìnbó ẹ̀kan ni mi lọlé láti ìgbà yẹn rí pé mo tó fẹ́ lọlé again ọ̀rọ̀ wàhálà tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìlú ò lè jẹ́ ká lè lọlé mọ́. Mo ní ìyàwó ń bí mo lọ́mọ ń bí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé àwa lọlé ń sìn ọkùnrin ò ní balẹ̀ ìlú tó ti kúrò tó ti pẹ́ tó ẹ pé ìwọ tó wà ń lo ìbò ń bá rìn síbi kan ṣe èèyàn onímọ̀ tó máa rìn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ìlú tó le lọ́tọ̀ yẹn even gan ọ̀rọ̀ pé kinní gan sẹ̀ pàdé mi kan tí máa ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ tó pè mí máa ń dárúkọ ẹ̀ lẹ́ǹkan kan tó bá wà lórí program pẹ̀lú mi nígbà tá a ṣe tán níjẹta tí mo pè ṣé lánàá ni mo ṣe tán mo kàn pé ní àwa ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó ní typhoid nílé ó náà láti ya padà kúrò lọ sí ó ya lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ni typhoid tó lè pààyàn àbí àwọn pé typhoid máa ń pààyàn ẹ̀ tó ti ń gbé níbi tó dáa tó ní kinní.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe ń rí yín máa ń gbọ́ comment máa ń gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yín everyday inú mi máa ń dùn ọkàn mi máa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé at least bá jẹ́ pé bí ẹ̀yin ṣe ń jáde 24 hours ara àwọn èèyàn ó ń jáde 24 hours bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wà ájà lóòótọ́ bọ́lọ̀ ṣe dá ẹ̀yìn
olúkálukú ló ní timing tó dẹ̀ wá freelance lèmi sọ ẹ má rí ilé ìjọ pẹ̀lú àwọn tó kù.
ìwà yín pamọ́ ìwà yín òun lẹ́yìn ṣe kí lẹ̀ gbé jáde jẹ́ kó jí wọn ní pé nǹkan tá a fẹ́ nílé pẹ̀lú agbára Ọlọ́run ọba àwọlá ogun wàhálà ní gbogbo yín ṣe lọ́sàn-án lóru á jẹ́ kí á gbé ìwà ìgbà agbára Ọlọ́run á sì ti kò rẹ̀ nípa lórí ẹ̀ gbogbo agbára Ọlọ́run á fún yín gbogbo ọkàn Ọlọ́run á fún yín tó yẹ pé yẹ tí ò fi ní fa ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn fún yín tí ò ní fa àìsàn fún Ọlọ́run ọpọlọjọ èmi kò ní jẹ́ kí ìbànújẹ́ kí ló kò ní jẹ́ kó kọlé yín lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ká tó dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn òbí tóbi yín àtìyàwó yín ọ̀pẹ̀yà ló wà tó ń ṣerú nǹkan báyìí lọ́wọ́ pé ìyàwó ẹ̀ bá dé pé wá mi ìfẹ́rù nǹkan báyìí má bẹ̀ wá tán rẹ̀ wọ́n sọ̀pọ̀tì Ọlọ́run ọpọlọjọ́ ní àdúgbò tí wọ́n á wà pẹ̀lú wọn. Bọ́lá àwọn gbádùn mi.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni thank you so much I appreciate ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ bá ń kí ẹ gan ni ẹ ṣé gan ni lágbára Olódùmarè àbí ẹ ṣé gan ni mo máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin ẹ̀gbọ́n wa. A lot of people don't understand pé àjókòó síta àwọn jeans and trousers à ń ṣe big boy nínú barbing salon à ń ṣe big boy nínú shop kékeré mo dé shop àwọn kan mi ní tó bá yẹ pé ìlú tó da Nàìjíríà ó yẹ káwa máa supply ni kò jẹ́ káwa kúrò nínú ilé mo rí ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ẹni ọlá so let's take the next call láti Libya tó bá di 2 o'clock a máa gbé kẹ́hìn wá sílẹ̀ so we only have half an hour left so at 2 o'clock I'm gonna wind down ẹgbọ́n sókè mo kí ìyàwó Beatrice mo rí ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ṣọ̀gá ẹ ká sàn báwa àjọ ń ṣe náà ok.
mo ti wà pẹ̀lú fúgàmù yẹn sí báyìí ó ti pẹ́ tó ṣe rí gbogbo bí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń ṣe olóòtú láyé tó ní ọ̀rọ̀ aláàbò wà pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó ń mí nínú nǹkan yín nǹkan tí ó mì wọ́n tẹ̀ ń fẹ́ ní ti dáadáa ọlọ́run bá mi ṣe fún yín. náà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọgbọ́n ọmọdé ti ṣe ni ìgbà tí mo wà ní Nàìjíríà ọ̀gá mi kan sọ fún mi òun náà gbé ní UK níbẹ̀ ó ní generation tiwa kò lè hold nǹkan tí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́ nǹkan tó lè wọ́n fíìmù kan tẹ́ pé àwọn bọ́ọ̀sì máa ń sọ fún ẹ̀rọ ọ̀gá yẹn tó àtìgbà tí wọ́n láti máa ń gbọ́ àwọn prógámù mo ní interest lórí ẹ̀ gan-an but àyè ò sí fún mi. ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation nǹkan tẹ́mi kọ́ lè sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ó dàbí ẹni tó ní determination pé dọ́dọ̀dọ́dọ́ pé ìyà tó ń jẹ family òun ò fẹ́ bọ́ nínú ẹ̀ self determination yẹn tó bá ti ní definitely ó máa ṣe kó tó bí a ṣe. ṣé wàá rí ariwo máa ń pọ̀ tó bá ti wá ń wo ẹ̀yìn wò kò ní kẹ́tì bí tó lọ mọ́. bàbá kan ẹ̀gbọ́n kan sọ̀rọ̀ ní ilé ẹ̀kọ́ sí pé wọ́n ní pé kó má ṣe pè fún Tinubu ìgbà yẹn SARS mo dúró tán Bẹ́ẹ̀ mo gbé nígbà yẹn mo gbé kọ́tún. Ṣé ẹni tí ogun ò bá sojú ẹ̀ tó bá wà nílé tó sọ pé báwo ni kíní kọ̀ọ̀kan ní sí ẹ má dá everybody wọn lóhùn o. Ẹ lè gbé nọ́mbà mi síta wọn tí àwọn ọmọ yẹn kọ́ lè pè mí sódà ká máa sọ fíìmù bó ṣe lọ fúnra wa. Bílíọ̀nù ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀sìn ọ̀ ń gbọ́ yín o ọkọ̀ pé yín ni. Anybody ló kàn wọ́n bí tó ń lọ lásìkò bá tó àwa súnmọ́lé tó bá ti dásìkò yẹn. Kẹ́rí ọ̀rọ̀ pé kéèyàn gba nation ó bá kú dé kò sí rọrùn bẹ́ẹ̀ káàbà ń parí fúnra lókù. Ìnáyìnbó tó bá ní kò fẹ́ kù ní Nigeria country tó sí another country ó ju ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn tó bá débi tó ń lọ ó máa ní kókè alhamdulilayi tí ò bá dẹ̀ dé bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn kú sójú ọ̀nà náà.
tó pọ̀.
Irú Nàìjíríà gbọ́dọ̀ àbátá pé à ń lọ síbi iṣẹ́ òde ibi iṣẹ́ ìkọ́sí la fún àbúrò tó fojú mi rí ṣé mo fẹ́ sọ ni àbí tó bá fojú mi rí òun ni mo fẹ́ sọ ni. Ọlọ́run tó ní ayé tó ní ọ̀run gbogbo pọlitíṣà yẹn pátápátá látòkè tó fi kọlẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọn ló fi bí wọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ Yorùbá ló fi bí wọn omi ìlú Yorùbá ló fi wẹ̀. Ọbàtálá àṣẹ gbogbo òrìṣà wọ́n fi bí everybody wá ogun lákàyà agbègbè lọ́rùn anybody tí wọ́n bá ní pé Yorùbá ní sọ̀rọ̀ kò ní ṣe sí. Bàbá gbogbo ọmọ Odùduwà people will suffer. Ẹni tó bá kọ̀ ló mọ̀ ẹni tó bá wà níbi kọ́ọ̀tù tó bá rọrùn olùbàdàn kó rọrùn fóun. Òkùnrin má tàbí sí rọrùn lọ́ka ní pèjì tí wọ́n tẹ́ bọ́dì ń rí. Wàhálà fámìlì tó wà nílé ẹ̀gọ́ ó ti pọ̀ jù everyday máa send owó ní òde ní choice. Ṣé ojú ìgbà wo lè fẹ́ bá gbélé yìí yọ? Ẹ wo Yorùbá ló sọ̀rọ̀ náà tó bá ti yá òfin yá náà nìyẹn o nǹkan tó bá ti yá òpẹ́ mọ́.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni.
Anybody tó bá ti sọ rubbish ẹ máa gba sí fún everybody bẹ́ẹ̀ sì gba fún ọ̀bọ̀kan lánàá ẹ̀ ṣáìdì ìrìn àdúgbò náà gbórúkọ ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ mo láì ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ bọ́dọ̀ bá ti sọ rubbish láì ó máa ń gbà lẹ́yìn náà ti gba sí fún everybody ẹ̀gbọ́n lánàá kò sí gbogbo program yìí tẹ́ bá ti ní every day mo lè mọ́ wá pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ but àyè ò kì í sí fún mi láti rí mi àmì ìkọ́ ọmọ bọ́ sí ọ̀yọ́ wà ó ọ̀tọ̀ náà tó láyé tó lọ ọ̀nà fíìmù wá kò lójú mi dáadáa ní fíìmù sílẹ̀ pé tó bá ní pé ti bọ̀n àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ nìkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yin bọ́ǹbù ṣé mo fẹ́ yìn àṣẹ Ọlọ́run ni o gbọ́dọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ mọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́ náà ni. Ní nǹkan tó sọ̀ fún mi ní nǹkan tó sọ̀ fún everybody kí náà bẹ̀rù kí nǹkan tá à ń wọ̀ kí nǹkan tá à ń bẹ̀rù. Bàbá ẹ máa bẹ́ tó lọ.
Thank you so much. And as I'm going to be winding down, ẹ má bínú pé we will not take all the calls as usual because I'm going to wind down now. I'm not going to pick your call, Daulua. I know you've tried to call it. I've already responded to the last caller. So taking your call is just that we're trying to drag the situation. This is going to be my last call. I'm going to do my closing remark and then we're going to wind down for the day. I might have a bit of strength to come back in the night for the late night broadcast. Egbon's okay. Egbon mi, don't wait.
Ẹkúnṣẹ́ Mr. Akoiki.
Àwọn ni ẹ.
Jẹ́rí èmi ṣe ìdí lánàá ni láti Nàìjíríà.
Okay.
Mo lò 23 days.
Okay.
Ṣùgbọ́n láàrin 23 days yẹn, mo wá discover àgbọ̀kan wípé àwọn aráàlú gbogbo àwọn tí mò ń rí wọn ò lè gbọ́ program yìí. Wọn ò lè gbọ́ àwọn program àwọn Kóríkì Máyégún nǹkan. Ṣùgbọ́n ìgbà tó wá dé stage kìíní náà wá rí wípé kì í ṣẹ̀bi wọn láti má gbọ́. Because èmi gangan fún pé mo tún súnra kì mo tún gbin iná tàn. It cost me 135,000 naira to fuel my generator for that 23 days. 135,000 naira. Torí pé mo tún dín generator mo dín náà yẹn lò ní o.
Ó yé mi.
So mo wá rí wípé àwọn people yìí kì í ṣe ẹbí wọn tí wọn lè gbọ́ program. Ibi wọn ti fẹ́ rí 135,000 wá dúró owó yẹn máa ń ra ojoojúmọ́ ni mo ra fuel. Ìyẹn wà. Wọ́n lè rí òní síná lórí fóònù wọn tó máa fi cháàjì fóònù.
100 naira ní 100 naira lọ́ fi lọ́n cháàjì fóònù nísìnyí nílùú òṣì burúkú yẹn 100 naira.
Mo wá sọ kọ́kọ́ fún wọn kí tó kúrò gbogbo ojoojúmọ́ mo sọ fún wọn ní community mi. Mo lójú ogun rẹwà war zone gidi rẹwà. Mo ní ẹ̀ẹ̀kan ní ká máa gbé ìbọn ká máa yìnbọn gàgàgàgàgà bíi ti Ukraine ni o. Mo ní ogun ńlá ló ń jà yín yìí o. Mo ní ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ lè bọ́ ń bẹ̀. Torí àwọn tó ń ṣe olórí yín wọ́n mú ọmọ design ẹ̀ kò rí báyìí ni fún yín. Ogun wọn ń jagun lọ́wọ́ Nàìjíríà ni ogun ìlú tó ti ń jagun lọ bẹ́tà Nàìjíríà.
Ukraine níná bó ṣe ń jà because wọ́n sọ fún Russia pé kò gbọ́dọ̀ ju bombs sínú in tó ń produce iná wọnú Ukraine. Can you imagine? wọ́n ń jà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ni o wọ́n ń jẹun ní Ukraine wọ́n kò lè ṣe so many other activities.
Orí máa ń fọ́ mi ni mo máa ń tají tó 50 times. Ṣé ló máa dá pé
Abdulrazak Ibrahim orí ń wọ̀. Fíà ni fíà ni. Èmi ò tẹ́ ń láìka ọmọ àti gbogbo géètì yẹn bìkọ́ ìmọ̀ wọn dà pé ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀ka tẹ̀lé lọ́rí emergency nígbà yẹn bá ti ti gbogbo amọ́nu létí lọ́nà kú táwọn ibi tí kẹ́kọ́rọ́ wà tàbí fi ṣíra wa jáde ó di gbogbo ènìyàn gbogbo yẹn kú sínú ilé nìyẹn bí wèrè.
Ìlú yẹn èmi ò tí ẹ wo àwọn aráàlú àwọn tó lè gbọ́ kínní ni àwọn tí ó wà òkè tó lè wẹ̀lì yẹ́ ni wọn tó lè ra enough data àwọn tó lè máa pass message yẹn sáwọn aráàlú because n tó fẹ́ jẹ náà ń wá kiri náà n tó fẹ́ jẹ náà ń wá ká
ẹni bá yóò ló máa ra data ẹni bá yóò ló máa ra data ẹni bá yóò ló máa ra data.
Ogun lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ Nàìjíríà báyìí ogun lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. So ní dákẹ́ náà ni wa ní dákẹ́ a máa pass message yẹn sáwọn èèyàn wa nílé a lè máa pass ẹ̀ náà látara ara wa it goes a long way from that.
Thank you so much. Well, and on that note, as we are saying, I'm going to do a quick summary. 2 o'clock, the Moferini between Wale. So I'm going to turn off my phone now so that I can focus, and that way we can just wrap it up. For the benefit of those that have just joined us, I say good afternoon, good evening. We started with Eshegon Yawa, Esther, Yabami Simon at ABC, and every one of you, if I have not mentioned your name, we appreciate you. I was just picking the comment at random. Ben Unye Uduji. I don't pay Latin France. I don't call him. Pastor me, they don't pay him about in France. I never boy, you to call the pastor. We can generate free data, but the country is already in serious. Yeah, the only thing is we should just come out and then we can make life better for our people, because our people are going through a lot. Pastor man of Beno Sekoiki, I guess he's watching me. France lover. Hello. I was far away from the phone. I didn't call Giant Sika because I quick. I pass 1 minute. Kileso. Okay, again, quick, but I am more low program. Yeah, that's probably why you didn't know. All right, my queen, but Kileso, sir. Oh, yeah, it was okay. Oh, no, but it looks like we were far away from the phone. Oh, better. I want to shake your I'm in Jesus Christ. Amen. 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 Jesus. Amen. 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 Order. No problem. Amen. Amen. Jesus Christ. Amen. 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 Ben. Professor Banji Akitoye. Professor Banji. Amen. 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 Oye mi. O ma delay time. Tàbá ní kó gbóhùn yẹn gbọ́ àní lẹ́niwẹ̀ o máa pẹ́ gan. A máa pẹ́ lórí ìrìnàjò yẹn gan gidi. Confirm. Ọlọ́run nìkan ló lè lo
Yorùbá ní kò láti tó ṣe díẹ̀ títí yóò tẹ̀kì ẹ̀ ní àwọn ọmọ ọdún tó tó dílé tán. Kẹ́nikẹ́ni bá ń gbọ́ ọdún tẹ́lẹ̀ tí a lè padà kí wọ́n lè jẹ díẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn ojú ohun tí ìlànà ní ìgbàlẹ́ ìlànà ní mọ́jú kò sí àkóso nílò.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹ parọ́ sà.
Ọmọ akọ́kọ́ tẹ̀wé ìwé ẹgbẹ́ ti tẹ̀wé ọjà ìlọsókè tẹ̀lé fún mi nítorí àkókò wọn. Àwọn tẹ̀wé àkókò wọn àti àwọn ní orí ṣe ìpínlẹ̀ ní orí ṣẹ́ẹ̀tì kí ni ọ̀nà wọn ní ọgbà pé orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà sókè.
Òbí o ẹ má dá yẹn lóhùn agent British government na Òbí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni bẹ́ẹ̀ni kò rí nǹkan kan ṣe. Ẹ má ẹ̀ka tó waste energy wa lórí Òbí bàbá mi ibi tá à ń lọ ní káwá sá focus. Màá pè é lẹ́yìn ètò mo ní màá pè é lẹ́yìn ètò ẹ má ẹ̀ka tó waste energy wa lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Peter Obi ẹ má identity wa ní káwá sáré ẹ ṣé gan ni mo appreciate àwọn bàbá wa ní ọ̀pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ káàkiri tí round the clock ẹ kákọ̀ gbọ́ ilé àbọ̀ unload lọ́wọ́ September yìí there's a lot of awareness ìyẹn la ṣe ní káwọn èèyàn máa jáde kọ́ lọ máa ṣe awareness.
Ìyá yìí máa ti pọ̀ jù ìrẹ́jẹ yìí pọ̀ Yorùbá nation la fẹ́. Yorùbá nation diaspora mega rally USA gbogbo àwọn káàárọ̀ òjíire àsìkò ti tọ́. Kátúyàyà fún ìpolongo ìta gbangba láti gbára wa kúrò. Àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè ìtàjẹ̀sílẹ̀ lójoojúmọ́ lórílẹ̀ bàbá wa ká gbára lọ́wọ́ àwọn. Jẹ́kúrú jẹ́rá jàǹdùkú jàǹkóríkò kan jẹ́ gbọ́ngàndáwì ọ̀dàlẹ̀ Yorùbá tó sọ àlàáfíà Yorùbá di fíàfíà. Àwọn ọmọ ẹlẹ́rìn ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wá di ẹni tó di àṣà mẹ́ẹ̀gùn. Àwọn ẹ̀yà apanilákùn ti sọjọ́ ọ̀la àwọn ọmọ wa di ẹni tí ò lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la mọ́. Wọ́n máa ń fi tipátipá bá àwọn ọmọ wa lájọṣepọ̀ lọ́nà tí ò tọ́. Ọmọ bá wá di ẹrú nílẹ̀ bàbá rẹ̀. Àti ṣiṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ wá di ìbẹ̀rùbojo fún wa lórílẹ̀ wa. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá lókè òkun. Wọ́n bẹ̀rù láti wá sílẹ̀ bàbá wọn. Àfitógun ṣe àfitìjà ṣe. Àwọn ọmọ ọkọ fẹ́ fi àlàáfíà yọra wa kúrò lọ́dọ̀ àwọn ọmọ àlè. Tó sọ ilẹ̀ bàbá wa di ilẹ̀ ìtàjẹ̀sílẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá lókè òkun tí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kan lóminú gbé ìwọ́de àlàáfíà Yorùbá Nation Diaspora Mega Rally USA. Ibi ìpàdé Deck Amasto Plaza 47th Street and 1st Avenue United Nations New York ní ọjọ́ kẹtàlá oṣù kẹsàn-án ní sí mẹ́tàdínlọ́gbọ̀n oṣù kẹsàn-án ọdún 2022 13th to 27th September 2022 lídéédé agogo mẹ́jọ àárọ̀ sí aago márùn-ún ìrọ̀lẹ́ 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. àti ní ọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kẹwàá Saturday 1st October 2022 fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé láti kópa nínú ìpolongo yìí ẹ lè pe Chairman Yorùbá Nation Diaspora Mega Rally USA Prophet Ayọ̀délé Ológunlolúwa +1803 8461 116 tàbí PRO Òwúyẹ́ +71880 85914 Secretary Moses Abiodun Ojo +134 730 18360. Ìyá yìí máa ti pọ̀ jù ìrẹ́jẹ yìí pọ̀ Yorùbá Nation la fẹ́.
Yorùbá Nation la fẹ́ ó dà pa àwọn Global Directorate náà wọ́n send kankan sí mi but before that ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó tẹ̀ send ẹ̀gbọ́n náà orúkọ tẹ̀sán pa mi lórí. Let me also update you Sherry the last caller ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tí mi tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣèdè láti lé ìyẹn ní aṣẹ́ ní káwọn èèyàn máa jáde fún gbogbo short awareness tó lọ́n ṣe yẹn nísìn though that by the time tí a bá máa fi ṣe the massive one attitude the more awareness so ní Agége there will be a special movement on the 23rd of September ìyẹn ọdún yìí ní 10 o'clock special movement all over Lagos Ìṣọ̀kan Ọmọ Yorùbá Lagos State Agége chapter in conjunction with all the Yorùbá Nation agitators powered by Ọmọ Akin Group orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kàn sí wọn you can do so without coming to me and if you want me to connect you with them as well you can also contact me I will do so. AK their number is 07064782388 Sadiq Osha 08050934559 Aluka 08022264068 Alaja 08028281232. Each of these are operating this rally, and they probably need, wọ́n máa fi gba DJ wọ́n máa fi rọ mi and all that ìyá wa kan wà ní Dublin nísìn wọ́n ń ṣe meeting yẹn lọ́wọ́ lẹ́nìí báyìí bó ṣe fi ṣe kan ní Abẹ́òkúta àwọn lọ́ fi sponsor ẹ̀ and not everybody can be able to do so, but if you can, we encourage you to help them out. There will also be one coming up at Ìsẹ́yìn. Ìyàwó kan tẹ̀ send message ní kí ló tẹ̀ lo àwọn picture àwọn obìnrin wa àwọn ìyàwó olórùṣà èmi kọ́ ni mò ń ṣe flyer yìí tó bá ṣe ń dẹ̀ sí wa là ń lò, but we can always tell them they can always adjust it. So this one also is coming up, Òkè Ògùn mega rally on the 10th of September. Wọ́n ṣe kan ní last weekend wọ́n tún fi ṣe mí again. We can do as many. As many as possible. Tẹ́ bá lè ṣe, it is also part of awareness creation as well. Ní aago 9 àbọ̀ lílé máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Ìkan náà ń bọ̀ ní Àkúrẹ́ tí wọ́n send the message sí mi ní Àkúrẹ́ ní Ondo State. Àtútù ráwọn ní love sex yẹn ẹ̀jẹ̀ ìyá wọn kúrò. Àkókò máa tó ṣe YouTube tí wọ́n allow these things to come in all the time. So hide from our channel and then delete as well. So Àkúrẹ́ náà ń bọ̀ ní on the 10th of September. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá wà ní agbègbè yẹn ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn. Tí Abẹ́òkúta tó tún fẹ́ ṣe again, wọ́n ti fún mi ní date. Ìyẹn lẹni tó ń pè mí lẹ́ǹkan tí mo ní kó máa pè mí. So because mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n ń ṣe meeting ní lọ́wọ́ so that kọ́ lè mọ route tó fi gbà. So all these are part of their, at least dáhùn Yorùbá yẹn gba àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá nation so ẹsẹ̀ ṣì wà, at least it's also part of that as well. Until we then have the mega rally that will be announced as soon as we have all the information. So then also 1 million march ẹ̀rántí pé wọ́n tí in the United Nations 77 UN Assembly àwọn kan tẹ̀ ní pé táyà tẹ̀ ká declare nìyẹn bí a ti Buhari bá wà ní dead or alive tó bá ti wà ní UN kó declare kí gbogbo ẹ̀ kó arrest ẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ kó má lè padà wálé. So eléyìí náà máa wáyé ní àwọn prophet Ayọ̀délé Ológunolúwa, the chairman Yoruba Nation Diaspora Mega Rally US, 1 million march for recognition of Yoruba sovereign state. So the UK one, I don't know if there's anything coming up again very soon, but I'm sure as soon as we have it, we will, because we need to come out frequent. Time ìkọ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀ka jókòó kódà mò ń wò tẹ́lẹ̀ pé kí n sọ pé máa lọ fún 5 days kí n lọ relax díẹ̀ kan sí pé kí n kọ but I don't think that can happen now. But I will see, even if I can't come out, kódà àárọ̀ ìyàwó mi bí mi pa mo jáde láàárọ̀ yìí ni onírọ̀ onímọ̀ ní láti parí wíìkì délẹ̀ o. But sometimes because I wanted to read a lot of messages, like I said, I was reading messages as far back as May, and mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ irú brother wa tó wà partially blinded wọ́n ti send orin wọn yẹn sí mi ntẹ̀mọ̀ bí a wà níbí báyìí dóná mo tẹ̀ tí wàá gbọ́ nọ́mbà tó send it, but I will listen to it. Okay, I think this is the music. Just once. I need it. He actually said he did that. He also while during the NSAS, which was the English version. I think this is the English version. So in house of our boys were put their couple. Monty Boyan. I can't wait. I don't pay lay niti yati Yoruba lele. I would be. A lot of talent, but to see help. So all these music, I would upload them later on our timeline. Whatever to look at any talent and to bali collector article le koni cartoon. Emma dúró pé nǹkan kan le kò tẹ́ bá rí media kankan online. Ó yẹ kẹ́yin náà lè máa sketch cartoon. Kò ní dá fún Buhari ke sketch ẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ wá fi forúkọ yín sí ẹ fi tèmi sí. Ẹ̀sìn kankan tó fi fèmí ṣe. Wọ́n máa gbé jù lẹ́ni. Tẹ́yin bá ń bẹ̀rù pé orúkọ yín ẹ lè forúkọ Koiki sí. Ẹ̀sìn kan tó máa ṣe. Mo ti sọ fún wọn lánàá wọn gbogbo oògùn tán ní kó lọ fi pa Fúlàní. Ẹni bá dẹ̀ ń sàn kankan ẹ kàn waste time ara yín ni. Ibi tó ti ń sábà wá kọ̀ sọ pé àwọn ọmọ ẹ ti kú sínú ilé ni. Ó jẹ́ àwọn tó fi sàṣì. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ ti kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀. Gbogbo Yorùbá ló ní ká máa báṣẹ́ lọ pé kò séwu rárá. So without that day, forget it. We are bẹ̀rù fún kankan yẹn. Títí ẹ̀ dànù. Lógún tẹ̀lé fi bá apá Fúlàní. So September 13 to 27, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wà ní New York, àtẹ̀yin tó wà ní outside New York, ẹ kàn sí àwọn Prophet Ayọ̀délé Ológun Olúwa lórí +1 803 846 1116 àbí PRO1 +1 718 808 5918. Àwọn YSDM náà ti ní website, ẹ bá wọn lọ síbẹ̀, ẹ fi owó tẹ́ bá lè fi síbẹ̀ ká fi ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́. So ìyẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ́nà àti àwọn Àkúrẹ́, àwọn yẹn tẹ̀lé picture mi special move náà ti láàrú lélẹ̀ kẹ́ ìrọ̀ mo ṣáà pa Àkúrẹ́ náà máa ṣe nǹkan kan ṣá anyway. So mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí pé a kó oṣù tuntun. Like I said, I will still push. Maybe tonight I'll come back. We will do more late night as we continue to campaign and prepare our mind for our exit. And just to now summarize where we started quickly, we started with the fake passport that everybody thinks that, being in Nigeria is a good thing. No, it's not a good thing. God never created this country, right? British government created Nigeria. So don't let any of your churches, your pastor, your imam, your traditionalists tell you that it is the creation of God. No. It was never. There is a kingdom that was there before the British. Nigerian passport ranks number 80, while the British passport that created Nigeria ranked at number 7. And that's why everybody wants to come here. So those like my uncle that went home, even though he would have been able to return back to his base because he had a different means of transport to take him back. Millions of you will never have that opportunity. But if we break up Nigeria to smaller units, and I use the word smaller unit, whether 5 countries, then we can be able to do a lot. Jerry, I'm really someone send message to me. Register for a free ticket to Business Show 2022. A message is coming on my phone. There's a lot of event coming up now, So don't let anybody fool you. We also talk about South Sudan. South Sudan passport ranks at number 82, just 2 above your crazy country called Nigeria. Then somebody tell us to go and check, Liechtenstein. Their population is not even up to some of our local government. Passport is real, right? If you have this passport, you are better off because it can make you to travel around Europe and some beautiful, beautiful countries. Okay? What about Yoruba Nation in Brazil? Yeah, we have people in Yoruba that are campaigning there, and I hope they can push it more. We have Yorubas all over the world. So, this passport, and some of you probably ask, passport on official. I have no update on that, and I cannot talk about something that we don't have an update. So we have to wait for the update on that. Passport, don't wait. Blue passport, right? 11 the rank in the world. And when I went to look at their population, they are 40,000. Official language, German. Currency, Swiss francs, London, because they are actually between Austria and Switzerland. We also talk about Bugobituati Jiwo, Tabacha Kowosi, near Australia and near Switzerland. So this was all what we discussed, talking about the identity. So if anybody in Nigeria is telling you we should go and vote, your identity will still be locked to Nigeria, and your real identity is what you're telling the international community to toss off. Then UN do not give country, United Nations, okay, that building in New York. Well, I'm not aware of any mega rally in Brazil. I expect those in Brazil to pull up those kind of rally. Hopefully, maybe as time comes, people can come together in any part of the world and we can have a mega rally as well. But when a mega rally is called, everybody is expected to come out. Whether you're in Brazil, Togo, Ghana, wherever you are, we all expect you to come out so that we can support and give those at home, that, zeal, the energy that we are with them as well. So that is where we can go. That is how far I can go today. I would then say have a very good afternoon. Happy new month. My name is Olawumi Koiki. Yoruba Nation is not a social media. It has to be declared. even if heaven will come down. So we play our anthem and we call it a day. If you haven't contributed towards the GoFundMe for the security, let us try and do so. Yoruba nation has come to stay. No politician can stop it. They are watching and they are listening and they know this is serious. Politicians were concerned. Politicians were concerned already. And that's what a lot of you don't understand. So, this is our anthem. Let's allow this advert to go. Bye for now. I'll be back probably about 10, 11. Bye for now.